Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Signals of the Lost. My name is Alora. My pronouns are she, her, and I will be your GM this evening. Hello, players. How are we?
I'm so ready.
Good.
Good. I'm probably gonna be killing zombies and a fly tonight, though.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of introductions, so if you guys wouldn't mind introducing yourselves and saying your pronouns and your character's name and just a little bit about them, that would be awesome. We can start with Devon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Devon. My pronouns are he, him, but tonight I will be playing Jennifer McIntosh, whose pronouns are she, her. Jennifer is very important. And that's all you need to know about her. She's not like other girls.
All right, Gabby.
Hi, I am Gabby. I personally use he, they pronouns, and tonight I will be playing as Rowan, who uses they, them pronouns. They are the, I don't want to say awkward, but definitely the more nerdy, scientific thought processor one of the group.
Wonderful. Please.
As we're getting switched around here, great. My name is Liz. I use any all pronouns, and I am playing Kirk Kasem, who is a 20-year-old mechanical engineering major. He uses he, him pronouns, and he's not ready for this.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
And certainly last but not least.
Hi, I'm Rose. I use she, her pronouns, as does my character Chelsea Fry. Chelsea is a nursing major, and that is about 80% of her personality.
I feel like that's every nursing major in college, though.
Truly.
We're keeping it real.
Honestly. So you're probably wondering why we're here. We're playing in this wonderful system called Outbreak Undead. Outbreak Undead is actually a percentile system, so we'll be using D10s as well as D6s within the game. It's super cool. It's made by Hunters Entertainment. They're awesome. They've made a ton of other games, such as like Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, Alice is Missing. Go check them out. They're awesome. In addition to, I also want to give a cute little shout out to our sponsors. First off, with Die Hard Dice for all your dice and dice accessory needs. We actually have a few giveaways tonight that are not specifically just tonight, but it'll be throughout the entire series. So be sure to tune in for opportunities to win. We'll be opening that before we get started. We are also sponsored and affiliates of Hero Forge, the internet's home for custom miniatures. You can go there. They just released their face customizer beta, which is super awesome. We are currently pending on a new show, but that will be Hero Forge facelifts. Gonna be super awesome, making them look like celebrities. And dear God, Florence Pugh, I love her. We are also sponsored by World ANVIL, which is the fully customizable world building campaign tool. I need to like pause. Literally, I am not a straight woman when it comes to Florence Pugh, but World ANVIL is a Emmy Award winner digital aid and the most powerful world building tool and campaign management tool around. Be sure to check it out. You can also check out our specific one for the World of Veil at that link in chat. And without further ado, I believe that is all. I am going to discuss the giveaway really quickly, though. We will be giving away our winter court set, which was actually just released by Die Hard Dice. It's part of their Fae inspired dice, but we will be using it because we are currently set in the biome of winter. What I am very familiar with, unfortunately.
They have face sets now.
Well,
They have Fae-inspired sets now?
They do. They actually also just, I believe it starts tomorrow, but they're also releasing some vampires-inspired sets for October. So.
I am in trouble.
But yes,
your wallet is in trouble.
Well, it might be in trouble, but you can also get 10% off with our link in the chat. So make sure you do that. So yes, please enter the giveaway as well as entering that little code whenever you check out at Die Hard Dice. But like I said, without further ado, let's get started. Oh, hold on. Okay. Welcome back. I'm so excited. I love that intro.
That
It's
intro is
amazing.
so good. It's so good. It's so
Truly a
badass.
work of art.
Thank you. So before we get started, I did want to mention one other thing. So there is actually, thank you. There's other ways that you can actually influence our lovely little stream here. By tipping $5, you can help me specifically with making our encounters a little bit harder for our players with this lovely thing called Risk. It customizes stuff and just makes it a little bit more spicy and a little bit harder for our players. However, if you'd like to help out the players a little bit, you can gift them $10, which will give them 10 survival points, which they can use to buy gear as well as potentially trading in for degrees of success, different things like that. Since we are on a percentile system, it will be based upon how many degrees of success or failure they get, up to a limit of 5. And with that being said, the $15 tip grants them an automatic degree of success for their next roll. And you get to pick and choose who you want to give it to. So if you stand Jennifer McIntosh, you can give it to her.
That's right.
She doesn't need any more money.
But let's get started. So, players, survivors, not yet. You guys have officially finished finals at the University of Denver, Colorado. You gave your final presentation on your board game regarding Hamlet, and it went pretty swimmingly for the most part. Surprised the teacher a little bit, but you know, that happens, and ended up getting an A with your fierce competition of Caitlin Opem. She also got an A, which is kind of infuriating, but who cares about her, right? You guys decided to take a winter vacation off to the Macintosh Cabin up into the deep dark depths of the mountain side of Colorado. And Kirk so lovingly decided and offered to drive with the intention that it was going to be a 3-hour trip when it was actually a 6-hour trip. How much gas money did you get for that, by the way?
I got 40 from Rowan, $1 I think from Chelsea. So it was either Chelsea or Jennifer gave me
$1. You got
$1.
$1 from me. I think Chelsea bought the snacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Chelsea
bought
got
everything
snacks.
else.
So I got $41.
You know, definitely enough to get you there and back. You guys all settled into the cabin for the evening, but not before having to deal with a car breakdown, which you so lovingly and very creatively solved. But I'm sure that'll come up later. You guys all eventually made it to the cabin, settled down, got into the hot tub, and are all relaxing for the evening. The snow has just begun to fall outside, painting the landscape a very, very pretty white as you all are chatting, laughing at some dumb jokes that people are making, drinking, having a good time. What are you guys talking about? What are you doing?
talking about how unimportant Caitlin is in my life. And how it really isn't bothering me that she also got an A.
Makes sense, makes
Yeah,
sense.
I can really see how unbothered you are by that.
Yep. Just completely. I'm just here to enjoy a wonderful weekend with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of course.
Chelsea, you have been kind of checking your phone pretty periodically. You had previously sent a message to the group chat. You actually do get a message back. It's about probably 2 or 3 a.m. at this point. You guys have been kind of chilling for a little bit, lost track of time. You get a message from Reed Porter, Kirk's roommate, who was also in your guys' group project. He responds to your previous message of, hey, we made it. Just letting you know, keeping you updated. He says, hey, just got home. I need to unpack a few things, but then I'm hitting the hay. Glad to hear you guys made it safe. And not much else in the message. I think he sends a little hockey emoji, if anything.
I pull my phone out at a nice angle. Okay, everybody, get in the background. Say hi. And I send the picture in response.
I try
Beautiful.
really hard to look like I'm not trying hard.
Rowan thought they were smiling, but it just looks like a very blank expression on their face. But they really thought they were smiling.
Jennifer, go ahead and make an expression check for me.
Oh, you got it. Expression.
Was she really not trying that hard?
Oh, man. Okay.
So for those who
That
don't
is-
know, again, we are operating off of a degree of failure and and success.
Was that
You
4
got
degrees,
4 degrees of
failure?
Yeah, 4 degrees of failure.
Great start to this
I
campaign.
have like the biggest snarl on my face, but I'm trying to smile through it.
Yeah, you can like Chelsea, as you're looking at the photo before sending it, you actually see just like a little vein popping out in Jennifer's forehead because she was just talking about Caitlin and how unbothered she was by her. But there is a very practiced, very forced smile. But Reed knows you well enough that he can just see right through you when he gets the message. So, unfortunately, Jennifer has become a tryhard in his head.
I'm going to like kind of like lock eyes with Chelsea and be like, you better not send that to anyone.
It's downloaded in my phone. I say nothing. Just, okay.
Did you send it?
Well, anyone but Reed, of course. I'm
Okay.
not talking about Reed. Who
Okay.
cares if Reed gets it?
Reed is the only person who has seen it so far.
So far.
So far. She doesn't say that.
So you guys get, you continue your conversations, take a few more selfies, laughing, drinking. How much has everybody had to drink this evening? Just out of curiosity. 3-ish drinks.
I'd say Kirk's had 2.
No, Rowan's sober. Rowan doesn't like the taste of alcohol, personally.
Okay.
Enough.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're starting to feel the effects of the alcohol for those of you who have drank. And it's starting to get late. You've also been on the road for multiple hours at this point, Kirk. So the exhaustion is starting to kind of hit you. Go ahead. Are you guys going to stay in the hot tub a little bit longer? Or are you going to head to bed soon?
I think Rowan's gonna go ahead and start getting ready to go to sleep. This is the
Cool.
latest they've stayed up in a while.
As you get out, it is cold as hell.
Burr, burr, burr.
Yeah, definitely like trudge into the cabin very, very quickly. Kirk, make me a spot listen check.
Oh, am I good at that? Probably not. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Let me
no.
go. Let me.
It's fine, bud.
Sorry, I have to like lean down to look at my dice.
Also, something I didn't
Yeah.
realize until today, my dice tray is from Die Hard Dice. And I never noticed
Whoa.
that.
So is mine, yeah.
Yeah.
I need
Hard
to
to
have a
see, but there it is.
calculator out for all of this too, because I don't know how to do math.
Math.
That is 6 degrees of failure.
Well, it's a good thing you can only cap at 5.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Yeah, you get out and go into the house.
Yeah.
Get
I would
changed.
I would grab my phone with me too, if wherever that was.
Alrighty, you guys. You check just a little bit on your phone. You don't see anything. You had sent, I believe you said you sent a message to Katie, your little sister, previously when you got to the cabin. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. I just told her that we got there. I believe.
Okay. Yeah, it is. The signal out here is really hit or miss, unfortunately. So you don't have any signal as you're getting back into the cabin. You could potentially ask Jennifer about that. See if there's a Wi-Fi booster, but I wouldn't hold your breath.
Hey, Jennifer, before I go to bed, you got a Wi-Fi code? Because we haven't gotten that yet.
She's like playing on her phone and she's just like, we're out in the wilderness. Don't you want to just like unplug? And she's like still on her phone.
I still want to contact my family, thank you very much, but you do whatever.
It's on the fridge. Just check the fridge. It should be there.
Okay, Kirk's gonna go to the fridge. Is there actually a passcode, a password on the fridge?
Yeah, it would probably be like on a post-it note. Yeah. A sticky note.
So you see Macintosh Cabin. The cabin is spelled with a 1 for the house name, but you see that the code has been changed to Boss Babe, and then the year Jennifer was born, which was
This would be
2003.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Oh, nah.
It hurt. It's fine. All right. So you you enter the year and everything like that. You get Wi-Fi and you get a little as a few messages pop up onto your phone. I have to find my notes. Where are they?
Who are they
You get-
from, at least?
They're from your little sister. It says, "Did you make it to the cabin?" And at this point, you realize that your message had not sent earlier, but it is starting to say delivered at this point. You also see one that pops up that says, "Mom is worried about you. Bobby hasn't come home yet. Are you watching the news? If you're getting these, please call Mom ASAP." You don't see anything else after that.
It's like you said it's like 3 a.m.
hmm
and she like just sent these to me, or are they like
They're a little dated. They're looks like the most recent one was probably from about 07-ish.
okay? That's really weird. I think I'll call my mom though.
Okay.
Just because Kirk's mom wouldn't just like ask Katie to call, if it wasn't serious. So
Yeah. You get a boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try your call again later. Boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try your call again later. Goodbye. And it hangs up.
Kirk is gonna go to. I guess. Who's playing on their phone right now? Is it still Jennifer, or is Chelsea also playing on her phone?
I'd say both, probably.
Hey, can you guys? Do you normally like not get calls out here, Jennifer? Like, cause
Yeah, sometimes the signal just we're up in the mountains. It's it just happens that sometimes you just can't make calls up here.
Okay, well, I guess texts are still going through, so I'll just text Katie. She said something's going on the news, and my mom's wanting to call, which is weird.
Satellites for poor people, Jennifer.
Does Jennifer see anything on her phone, like looking through her social media feeds?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a search check.
Search.
I think Rowan came back from their room, like in their pajamas now, getting a drink of water, so they're back.
1 degree of success.
You scroll through your feed, Jennifer, and you notice initially that there's just a couple like news articles that have come out within like the last few hours of there being some issues down at the hospital, but that's also a few states away. So specifically in New Hampshire, you also see something in New York. You see one in California, and you see another one in Texas.
Okay.
That there have been a couple instances of potential cannibalism happening in those areas, but the whole bath salts thing happened only a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just a weird coincidence.
Yeah. To avoid creating a panic, Jennifer is going to keep her mouth shut.
Oh.
They can't be related. That's what Jennifer's thinking.
Jennifer, I've been pinging you on 8-Ball for like 20 minutes straight. Could you please? Please, just one round. Can you just get off Instagram for like 2 seconds so I can have my turn?
So she opens up the 8-Ball, and I'm going to say she's pretty good at it. So like probably was like 5 behind or something. Not 5, like 3 behind. And like is able to get like all of them, and now it's just the 8-Ball or something.
Jennifer, as you are about to hit release on your 8-Ball, your phone dies.
Oh!
Well, that was my turn. Good luck.
Chelsea.
And she gets out of the hot tub and heads inside.
Chelsea, it does not go through. It is still Jennifer's turn.
And that is how it will remain for eternity.
I sit in the hot tub for like another minute in silence and just come to terms.
Go ahead and make a spot listen check for me while you're in the hot tub.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Ooh, that looks good. I don't know what my spot listen is, but it looks good. That is 1 degree of success.
The snow is starting to fall a bit heavier now, and the sky basically is covered in clouds. You also hear from a little ways away some what sounds like voices a little farther off in the distance, but you can't really make out what they're saying.
I kind of like look over, and obviously it's dark, so I don't see anything. So I'll get out of the hot tub, and I get dressed and all that. Does anyone have like a flashlight, or Jennifer, do you keep flashlights anywhere around here, or did any of you happen to bring one?
What is this, like the age of the dinosaurs? We have phones. They have flashlights on them.
Yeah, but we don't have Wi-Fi, and I don't want my battery to die.
I
Okay,
still
let me
have some
check
juice on my
downstairs.
phone.
So this is a great opportunity to talk about our survival points. So that because you guys are in a pretty well-stocked cabin, your survival points are going to start at 100. You can use these survival points to purchase resources while you are in the cabin. Just remember again that we are playing fast and loose with the rules here a little bit, so stuff might not cost the same as it does in the actual source guide, but that's okay. We're just here to have fun, not make money. So,
We're just here
if
to
you,
survive the apocalypse. It's fine.
if you would like to purchase a flashlight, you can for 5 survival points.
It is a pool, right? Are you guys okay if I take the 5?
Yeah, I think that's a good resource to spend it on.
I have a
Fantastic.
calculator open.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, so I'll just let me know how much you're spending, and I'll put it in the little beep boop.
5 on a flashlight.
Awesome. Alrighty, so you obtain a flashlight from Jennifer. You find it pretty easily, and are able to give that to Chelsea. What would you like to do?
So, I don't know about you guys, but this is not my bedtime. I can go for another couple hours, and I think I heard, I don't know, maybe someone else, like, down that way is also partying a little bit. I'm gonna go check out and see if we can't crash that party if anybody wants to come with.
Oh, it's 3 in the morning. All right.
What, like we have school tomorrow?
I'm
gonna go with Chelsea.
Here to have fun. Here to have fun.
I guess, yeah. Kirk will get dressed too, and not just be in his swim trunks for the
That's
cold.
probably a good thing. Are all of you guys drying off? Is anybody actively drying their hair, putting on a hat, putting on a coat?
Rowan's gonna dry off their hair and just quickly, like, they have like this kind of a growing undercut look kind of going on, and the top hair that they have is long enough to kind of put in a ponytail, so they just do a quick ponytail to keep it out of their face.
Okay.
And they'll put on clothes. They guess jeans, like one of their baggy jeans that they have, and their winter coat.
Okay. So to get a heavy coat, that will cost you another 5 survival points.
Heavy coat. Okay. I think that would be. Is that okay with everybody? I think that would be pretty good with the time of year it's coming.
I mean, we're about to leave the cabin. We should probably grab things.
Jennifer would have tried to blow dry her hair as fast as possible.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna have you make a check for that.
Great.
Check to see how fast hair can dry.
Yeah. Because any self-respecting person who has dried their hair before knows it is not just a quick thing. Go ahead and make a hold check.
Incredible. 1 degree of failure.
Okay.
Would you like to buy that from me?
Yeah, if you would like to not
For
fail,
hair.
Listen, I don't want to get pneumonia.
No,
or,
I realized who I was
sick.
talking to.
So yeah, you take a little bit of extra time. I will buy that for another point of risk from me. So that will put me at 11, not 61. A little less intimidating.
Yeah, please.
And you guys are currently at, I believe, 90.
Yes.
Survival points.
Got it on the beat boop.
Cool. You guys will be at 0 as soon as you leave the cabin. Are you grabbing anything else for the party?
We'd be at 0 when we leave the cabin?
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, like if we leave, we done?
You can come back. You're gonna go crash a party, but you're not gonna be in a well-stocked cabin anymore.
Oh.
Okay, this makes sense. I was going to say, I was like, we're losing this forever. No.
Okay.
You come back and the cabin's no longer there.
So the points are concurrent to like where we're at getting gears. That if
as of right now, yes, you haven't earned any further.
Okay.
Kirk would probably put on a hoodie, as his like warm clothes, and he would also dry off too as much as he could.
Are you also actively drying your hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a hold check. Anybody who is actively drying their hair, make a hold check.
Define actively try. Like, is it just like a full hair dryer, or are we talking just rub your hair dry with a towel?
You tell me.
They're the person of like, okay, I got the most of it out. It's fine if it's lightly damp.
Okay. This is also a really great time to describe your characters, if you would like to. Chelsea, Jennifer's hogging the hairdryer, and you just want to go because this is like one of the few times of the year that you get a break. You're welcome to. I can buy those off of you if you'd like to not have wet hair, but it's up to you.
I just give a very long sigh, very pointedly at Jennifer, and then I put my hair up into a bun and tuck it under my hat. It'll
Okay.
just have to air dry. It's fine.
Okay, noted.
Kirk got neutral, like there was no up or
Okay.
down.
You're able to pretty much towel dry. You've also been out for a little bit longer than the girls, so they and their hair's longer. Actually, your hair's pretty long for the most part, but
I think I have the shortest hair.
You do. Okay, so you're just putting on a hoodie, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the only like more than what he came with clothes that he's putting on.
All right. For Rowan, they will get, I believe it is a defense bonus of 2 for their heavy coat.
Dope.
All right. And then you had a hoodie, or a sweatshirt is what we're gonna go with, because that's what I see in here.
Same thing, just without the hood.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, not as cool.
Yeah, you don't get any bonus build up on that one. Anybody else grabbing a coat?
Did mine cost anything?
Yes, it would be another 5.
Chelsea's looking for like a fur jacket and boots if she can find any. She's an Ugg boot girl.
Okay. So you're just trying to grab
She's
just
bringing
like
those back in fashion.
snow boots, is that correct?
Yeah, basically.
Cool. That'll be a 10 for the boots and for the jacket. So you're gonna get a heavy coat as well. So that'll be a defense of 2.
So that's
that
10
puts-
total.
Yes, correct. So what is that putting you at?
75.
Thank you. Jennifer?
I would like the most unnecessarily expensive pair of snow boots.
Awesome. So you want, and this makes sense considering you and your family are out here. You have
Yeah.
hiking equipment. So you will get a pair of hiking boots, which will cost you 10.
Yep.
You also will reduce the environmental modifier by 2 when traveling by foot through hazards such as dense plant growth, rocky terrain, or steep slopes. The rest of you guys do also have environmental reductions and stuff like that based upon your quality, but I'm keeping track of those, so I will make sure to tell you once they come around.
And then Jennifer also, she wouldn't have a super heavy jacket, but probably like a North Face vest.
Okay.
She would.
Yeah.
All right. So that's gonna be another 5.
5.
All right. Everybody got that
Noting
stuff down?
We sure do.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're
So-
everybody with 70 points.
Real
With-
quick, is anybody else grabbing flashlights or is Chelsea leading the way with a single light?
I mean,
Just for character art's sake, Kirk will also.
And Jennifer takes out her gun.
I pull out my
I'm
machete.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so we'll minus another 5 for the flashlight for Kirk.
Cool. So you all have your gear and your flashlights. You're putting a lot of stake in the fact that this is a party going on, and not just people get in an argument or something like that. You guys head out into the lovely, lovely, lovely snow, and it's pretty cold. It's as the Midwesterners would say, it's not that bad because it's not windy. So uh you guys trudge your way over through the woods. Go ahead and make a spot listen check. Is anybody doing anything while you guys are walking over?
Regretting that my phone battery is dead. It's probably on the charger back at the cabin.
Okay.
You said spot listen?
Yep.
Neutral?
Okay.
We didn't come up with a hand sign for neutral, so.
Okay. 1 degree of success.
That's gonna
I
be-
think I got 2 degrees of failure.
Okay.
I got 5 degrees of failure.
Oh.
My thing's a
So-
43%, and I think it looks like I rolled a 97.
Okay. So we get to resolve those. Rowan, you don't want to be here. It is 3 a.m. Who the hell is partying at this hour? You can feel the exhaustion coming over you as you are walking through the terrain, and you don't necessarily see where you're going. And you slip.
Ha!
And I'm going to spend a risk to make that happen. Please hold.
Okay.
What's your damage threshold?
That's my defense from my stuff, or
What? It's at the top of your sheet on the right side.
looks like it's a 5.
Okay. So you take an injury as you sprain your ankle.
Ah!
Sprain? Shit.
It's better than a
Sorry.
break.
It's not a fracture. It's just a sprain.
Yeah.
You twist your ankle. How about that's
Okay.
but yeah, you fall on your ass. And it hurts.
Fuck!
You're
Ah!
you're gonna sustain 1 damage. You got 1, Kirk.
I believe I got 2 degrees of failure.
You trip over Rowan. Go ahead and make me a let's see if you can recover.
That hurt even more.
Make a jump leap check.
It's a
Chelsea.
neutral.
Okay. So you're able to kind of catch yourself and actually end up like kind of running into Jennifer as you do. But Jennifer is she's sturdy. She knows how to walk through snow. She's done this
Yeah.
her entire life and kind of catches you.
And she's like,
A
hey,
little
watch
bit.
where you're going.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Oh, I'm sorry for tripping over my ass.
Chelsea, you turn around and you see Rowan on the ground.
They're gonna try
Here.
to stand up.
She holds out her hand.
They'll
tries
take
to
it.
pull.
I think Rowan is the tallest. I think we've established Rowan is the tallest of the group
Yes.
at pushing like 6'2", I think I said they are. So,
Are you
yeah.
okay? What did you trip on? There's nothing there. Did you
I-
trip on error?
I don't fucking know. I'm gonna test my ankle, how it feels.
Okay.
Like a light amount of pressure, just like, okay, how much pressure becomes too much immediately, not full weight on it. Trying to
Okay.
gauge how bad it is.
It's a little painful as you step on it. It's one of those things that you might be able to walk off eventually, but it's gonna be a little bit of a hindrance, especially since you're trudging through rough terrain and snow.
Fuck. I think I twisted my ankle when I tripped. Damn it. I should be fine, but it's not fun.
Maybe someone should take Rowan back home. Not me.
I mean, I can
I should be fine.
Great, Chelsea. Let's keep going.
It's
And-
not okay. Look, it is not the first time I've twisted my ankle when out in the wilderness. Okay, it'll be fine if I just take it easy and walk it off. I'll still go with you, cause why not?
When we get back, there should be some painkillers in my bag.
They just throw up a thumbs up.
Kirk will offer for Rowan to lean on him to walk if he needs it.
They take
If
it.
they
Yeah,
need
they
it.
take it. Yeah.
All right. Cool. You guys continue on. Jennifer, Chelsea, you guys are moving way faster than these guys behind you.
It's the boots.
It's the boots, honestly.
They're made for walking.
Damn it! That's just what they'll do.
You guys get to the intersection. So, Jennifer, you're kind of helping. I assume you're helping Chelsea navigate to where she might have heard the talking from, and it's actually down the road a little ways. It's only she only heard it because of the proximity of where the house is to the other house. But to actually get there up the road, it takes a little bit to walk around. So you guys walk through a foresty path that kind of diverts to where your house is, and then there's a road that goes off to the right, and you guys head off that way. Everybody make me another spot listen check.
Yeah. Boom.
Damn.
2 degrees of success, baby.
Let's go.
I got 3 degrees of success.
I think I got a neutral
Shut up, Jennifer.
failure because I got a 46 with a 43 percentile.
Yep, that is a
It
neutral.
was spot listen.
Yep.
1 degree of failure.
You're focused on keeping the flashlight steady, so you guys, and it's kind of pointed at the ground, so you don't see this right away. But the rest of you begin to see a soft glow of orange over the tree line, towards where this house is. And as you're listening, Jennifer and Kirk, you guys specifically hear shouting, and what sounds like just people panicking a little bit.
When you say orange glow, is it like a flickering orange light?
And it is, Jennifer.
Oh fuck! I knew it.
I alert the rest of my friends that I think a fire is happening up the road. It's okay.
Ah, shit.
Like a bonfire or
Seems like a little big to be a bonfire, right? Would you say that?
So should we? I don't think there's a party there. Maybe
No.
we should call fire department
Rowan's
and head
gonna-
back.
Pull out their phone that still has some juice, and they're gonna call 911 and
Okay.
try to call for a fire department.
Boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try to call again
Shit.
later.
No signal.
There's gotta be
This
signal
time your
for-
call went through.
It did go through.
It did go through, but you got the busy tone with
Gonna
that message.
they kind of like furrow their brow. They're gonna hang up and they're gonna call again and try again.
Boo-doo-doo. We're sorry. All circuits are currently busy. Please try your call again later.
Shit. Okay. That's not good. Some call went through, but also it didn't.
That's. I mean, but that's
Scream.
like 911 though, right? You know, like.
Yeah, the yelling is getting a little bit louder.
I think we should go.
Yeah,
I
let's,
don't-
let's head back.
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
back through the woods where there's a fire.
Go
'cause
back
it's
to
No,
the
it's in
cabin.
front of us. Yeah.
Yeah, but if 911's not answering and there's a fucking fire, I don't want to walk through the woods.
It's going to take a while for the woods to get totally ablaze. Plus, if we can get back to the cabin, we can get to the car and get out of here.
Ugh, fine, limp away.
So you guys are heading back to the cabin.
I
Yes.
guess so, yeah.
Okay. You guys turn around. Rowan, go ahead and make me a resist pain check as you're walking.
Resist pain. What skill check is that under?
It's under
So-
basic.
Basic. Ah, I see. Ooh, 25%. Ooh. Ooh, I haven't been rolling very well, y'all.
Jennifer, I'm going to use your previous spot listen. As you guys are walking away, you do hear in the distance the sound of what sounds like sirens coming down the road.
Awesome.
So that is 1 degree of failure for resist pain.
Your ankle is starting to
And-
throb.
Can I what are they called? Not composure. Competency? Can I use a competency point?
A competence point? Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
use that to resolve it? So it would be
Yes.
like neutral?
It's still a little painful, but you are you're gritting and bearing the pain. So, as you guys head through the woods, what's the marching order?
I'm up in front.
Kirk and Rowan would be in the back together.
Yeah,
If
just
you-
because. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess I'm holding my flashlight so that Jennifer can see.
Awesome.
The spotlight, if you will.
I would imagine that, like, I would see it more like Jennifer and Chelsea are walking side by side, and then Rowan and Kirk are behind them walking side by side. That's kind of how I.
It's
picture
kind of
it.
how I've been seeing it too, yeah.
Yeah, and Kirk has a flashlight too, so that'd be, yeah.
So it wouldn't be like a big problem if our two groups, like if you guys got ahead of us.
Okay. Awesome. You guys head back to the cabin, and you eventually make it back. It takes about 10-ish minutes to get back there, especially since you guys are going a little bit slower. And you get inside. Fine.
Yeah, Rowan's immediately gonna sit down on the couch and like level out their ankle, like so they're tall, so they probably, without meaning to, take up like the whole, unless it's one of those ridiculously oversized couches, but they take up a good chunk of couch as they lay out their leg to even it out.
You
Jennifer
want
is going to
some-
be watching out the window for anything else that might be happening.
You know the drill. Make another spot listen check.
While he's doing that, or while Jennifer's doing that, do you want some ice, buddy, for your
Yeah.
ankle?
That'd be great. Chelsea, you mentioned something about pain reliever or something.
Yeah, let me go get some stuff. I'm assuming Chelsea, being the way that she is, probably has some stuff on her.
You can utilize one of your medical kits that you have.
Okay.
If you'd like. You can also make a search check from the house to see if there's anything there.
Can I choose the bisexual answer here and say both?
You can utilize one of your kits.
Both is good.
So
And search.
roll your first aid for that to
Okay, but I'm good at it. It shouldn't be an issue, right?
in theory.
Where is first aid? There it is. Oh, that's such a shame. That is 1 degree of failure.
Okay.
Could've
So
been a lot worse.
you're trying to kind of get this done as quickly as possible, and you end up so mark off one of your medical kits on your sheet, so you have one less than that, but you end up using all of the gauze and that to wrap up Rowan's foot. and it's wrapped up nice and tight. Maybe a little tighter than it needs to be, but you're also trying to make sure that pressure stays consistent on that. Kirk gets ice. That's not hard to find. If you couldn't find any in the fridge, just go outside.
Grab some snow, yeah.
Here you go. Plug, make a mess of the whole couch with just snow everywhere.
So as you guys are all getting Rowan settled, Jennifer, you get a better look, and you go to the back porch where the hot tub is, and you can actually see out now to where the other cabin is. These are the McIntyres. It's actually kind of stupid how they set up these cabins up here, because they did it according to name. So everybody who has the first name Mac to their name, it actually correlates pretty.
Which is super annoying, but whatever.
Yeah.
There's like 20 of them.
Yeah. McIntyre, Macintosh, you know.
Yeah.
So they you see as there is this flickering orange glow, and you see it start to kind of catch on to the trees that are starting to lead towards where your cabin is. Not enough so that it's going to catch on your cabin anytime soon, but it's not great.
Yeah, I will let everyone know. The fire is spreading. We may want to prepare to leave in the event that we have to. Not saying we have to right this instant, but we may want to be ready for that.
Yep. All right. Rowan's gonna go ahead and stand up, and they're not gonna put their weight on their ankle this time. They're gonna just kind of hop on one foot and help themselves up the stairs and get to their room, just to pack up what little stuff they unpacked, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, Kirk will do the same. Kirk will help Rowan too. You know.
Such a good friend and roommate. Bless you.
Are you
Gotta help bros out.
Are you grabbing anything else specific?
Kirk, I think would. I'm trying to think. Like, what would Kirk think if he heard yelling? Because it's just a fire to them at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk's actually gonna try to call his mom one more time.
Okay. You get the same message as you did before. As you look down to your phone, you see you hadn't been looking at it because you were helping Rowan back to the cabin, but you see that there is another message on the phone. And as you look down, you see that your signal has basically gone completely out at this point. And if anybody else looks at their phone, they will see the same. Jennifer, yours doesn't count.
So I saw one more message, or is it just?
You did.
What was it?
You see, it says, "I love you too. Please call." And it's from your sister, Katie.
Shit. Well, I guess I'll send her a message now, just in case, like, when we get service again, it'll send, and I'll type in the message, like, hey, I'm sending this at this time. We've lost service. I'm trying to call, but I can't get through. I love you too. And I'll just attempt to send it. If it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. That's fine. He typed down the number or the time that it happened.
It does, as far as you can tell, it doesn't go through.
Yeah, I think Rowan would actually message their parents. Like they see the signals down, but they're kind of the main mindset of, like, maybe depending when we get further down in the mountain from the mountains, we'll probably have signals. So they're gonna just message and sit, like, not give them too much information to worry them. It's like, hey, we're leaving because of the fire. We're like, hey, we have to leave the cabin. We're safe. We're cool. We'll update you when I have better signal.
Okay.
I don't think they would think to do a timestamp in their message, so that's just how they send it.
Jennifer, what are you doing? This is your family's cabin, and there's a fire approaching.
Yeah. I'm kind of like I'm kind of just thinking through all of the scenarios in my head and just trying to figure out what the best course of action is. She would be packing up her like several luggage bags too, just to get ready to leave. But she's going to keep her phone on the charger as long as she can until they have to leave if they have to. But she's just kind of thinking about all of this, and like she would not think to. She's gotten herself into emergencies before and not really talked to her family about it until later, and she has no reason to think this is any different. She probably is not under the same level of alarm as the rest, because she's just like, it's just a fire. What's the big deal?
Only you can
What?
prevent forest fires.
What shit has Jennifer seen? I think Kirk would also ask Jennifer, like, hey, is there a fire? I'm assuming there's probably a fire extinguisher in here, right? Like,
you guys are acting so weird. What did you like? Yes, there's a fire extinguisher here. What are you talking about? How much survival points would it cost to have a fire extinguisher?
It hasn't expired yet, has it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't check that stuff.
You really
Oh,
should.
God. Because Kirk is wanting to take this fire extinguisher with, because, like, in case they get caught in the fire while they're leaving for some reason, they have some form, something.
Yeah, you have a fire extinguisher. Kirk, do you know how to check if a fire extinguisher is expired or not?
I look at the tag. Hopefully it says.
Wow, that's so smart. Yeah, it's not expired. You're good.
Thank God Liz the player knows how to check.
I didn't learn that until I had to go through emergency training at one of my old retail jobs of like, yeah, so you got to make sure the fire extinguisher isn't expired. I'm like, that can happen? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Good to know. Awesome. So you guys pack up. Are you packing up Kirk's car again?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other vehicle?
Yeah.
Unless the Macintoshes have a combat tank all of a sudden.
Well, not here.
Roll for combat tank. No, you don't have a combat tank, unfortunately. You're rich, but you're not that rich.
Chelsea does a round and basically like, okay, you have your stuff in, great. Jennifer, I know you have your stuff in. I'm not gonna fucking worry about you. Do you guys have your stuff in? I have my stuff in. Everybody, don't forget your chargers. Oh my god.
I need.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. A show of hands. Who's panicked by the fire? Would you say?
I'm panicked.
I would say Kirk is like, he's not really panicked, but he's like, I know I should be alarmed, so I am acting prepared and ready, but I'm not panicking at this point.
I don't think this is the first time, like I can't speak for Colorado, but definitely for California. Rowan has probably been near fires like this before as a kid, living in California, because they were from like the San Diego area. So the idea of a wildfire, yes, that's not fun, but I don't think they're overly concerned because they have a good idea of what they need to do to keep calm and safe. Also, if they were stressed, they would never show it to everyone. They would never show it.
Okay, awesome.
Can Kirk do like one more thing before we're all packed up in the car?
Yes.
He's gonna stop outside, like as everyone's like about to head to the car. He's gonna go, wait. Okay, I know you're gonna like it. We don't need to worry about it. It's a wildfire, whatever. But what if we get stuck out there and the car stalls again? I'm just thinking for the future. maybe we should just pack a little bit more. Just a little bit more so that if we need to survive on some stuff for God knows how long, the signal's out. I'm just, I don't camp out. I don't camp often. I don't do these things, but I'm just worried.
okay.
Just a little worried.
Do you have snow chains in your car, right, for your tires?
I do.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember all characters' names. Chelsea, you wouldn't happen to have kitty litter or anything like that in the cabin as an emergency use in case, any of your cars or anything like that got stuck in snow?
Did you mean Jennifer? Were you talking
Jennifer, yes. See, I'm getting all names confused. Sorry.
That's okay. What did you want? A battery charging kit?
Cat litter.
No, cat
Cat litter. Sorry,
It's used.
we never had a cat, so
Well, it's good for emergencies in case you're tired. Anyway.
maybe good to put in a car and not in a cabin. But Jennifer is going to go back in and look for rations and hunting supplies.
Sure. Jennifer, go ahead and go ahead and make a search check.
Search check. 3 degrees of failure. I'm going to use both my competency points to turn it into 1.
Okay.
I would also say that Kirk would also be, because Kirk mentioned this, would also be helping you if Kirk is able to search as well.
You have volunteer, correct?
I do have volunteer.
Okay. Go ahead and you can also make a roll
Okay.
to search. Jennifer, this is the most bougie thing I can think of. You often bring staff with you when you come hunting. You don't know where any of the food is.
But wouldn't we be
think
able to use the survival points to buy some things?
You can, but you haven't been able to find any of the MREs that your family usually keeps on hand.
I got 2 degrees of failure. Can I use competency points to make it like 1 degree of success?
Yes.
I gotta use 3 competency points?
Yeah, I forgot how many you had. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got 8, baby!
Just remember,
Jesus!
if you guys want to gift our players any competence points, you can by donating $15. You can also gift them survival points, which they can use to buy gear should they find it.
Don't
Kirk,
forget to enter in that giveaway too. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just noticed that Ryan Ramkeys is the only one who's entered in so far. So just saying.
Kirk, Jennifer, you're like going through this like shelf right now, and Kirk kind of comes up behind you, and you don't realize that it's sort of like a Lazy Susan style, and he just like gently pushes it, and it rotates, and then right there where the MREs are, so you're able to kind of grab. You grab at least like 2 or 3 of them.
Okay.
That'll cost you 9 survival points.
9 survival points? Okay.
9 times.
And then what
Okay.
about hunting gear?
Heads up, we're at 56 right now.
You, your family's hunting gear, you don't have a ton in here. It's pretty personal items that they mostly bring, specialized like weapons, and you don't want to leave it in case of like on the off chance of burglars, and everything like that. So, you don't see a ton of stuff. You do find, amongst everything, you see what looks to be like a hunting knife, like a well-versed hunting knife. You also see, probably something that resembles like, I'm really great with guns, guys. It's sort of like a shotgun. It's definitely an older version, and one that you would probably hang up above a mantle, like more of a display piece. It still works, but definitely something that you don't necessarily have a lot of ammo for.
Jennifer would think that the gun is kind of unnecessary, but the knife we'll go with.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then any like a foil blanket, more jackets, like
Yep.
any other like things in case we stall out and need to stay warm, like hand warmers, gloves.
You definitely
all of that kind of
have
stuff.
jackets on hand, couple pairs of gloves, and I'm gonna say that just due to the preparations that your family usually has, you have one foil blanket available to you. So that will cost you in total with the knife 20 survival points for all of that.
Sounds good. I load everything up into the car.
So we are at 36. I think because Rowan is used to like worst case scenario in case we do need to like camp it a bit. I think one of the, and to them kind of important things they're going to look for is a shovel, whether it's a snow shovel or everyday, like primarily an everyday shovel, preferably something that can actually dig into earth but could be used for snow. So they want to look for a shovel for that, for reasons that make sense to them and Gabby, but Gabby can't remember how to say words to explain it. Words are fun.
It's the gabagools. The something.
The gabagools.
I'm gonna let you you're trying to find a shovel. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
Make one last search check. This is the last room that you're gonna be able to make in the lodge. You guys have pretty much looked through everything at this point.
That's not a very good number. It is not my best.
Also, I forgot to do this earlier. Chelsea, you can make a search check. I'm going to allow you to make another search check for the pain medication because you did state that earlier. I just forgot.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Neutral success.
Hey.
This is where I forget how to read percentile dice.
You
Find
find
the
it.
double zeros
Oh, 00 and a what?
and a 2.
Ooh.
So that's
Is
two.
That's a 2%.
Okay. Okay, great.
That's
what I was
good.
hoping
That's
for.
good, yeah.
What's my spot?
That's a search check.
Search check. Oh, even better. It's going to be 3 degrees of success.
You find another health kit or first aid kit. So you replace the one that you used.
Yeah.
That will cost
Nice.
you 10 survival points, but you are able to take it with you.
Worth it.
You find a broken shovel. It looks like it's been used to plow snow, and it's chipped in a couple spots that kind of like dip it a little bit, but you do find that.
Okay. It might be usable long enough until we can find a better one.
Yeah.
That's Rowan's mind. All right. How much is that going to cost?
3.
Probably doesn't matter if we're just about to leave. Okay. We did pretty well. We are 23 points. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm also keeping track. I kept track of like what everything costs too. So
Awesome.
we also have a list of everything. But yeah. So all right, Kirk's gonna get in his car, gonna get in the driver's seat. It's gonna take a deep breath.
Wait.
What?
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 Check the pasty.
It's not a bad idea. Do you?
All right. And you better have brought duct tape out of the house.
I was about to say duct tape. Fuck! We forgot about the duct tape.
I mean, would that be in the survival stuff that Jennifer grabbed? Wink walk.
Wink walk.
Survival gear. Kirk's gonna go to the car while that's happening.
You can do any of you have survival kits?
I believe wait, survival kit? I think we do.
There's a specific name for it. Yeah, survival kits or tools.
Because we had the kits that we were trained at, didn't we? sorry, I'm trying to remember that I put it down correctly. of what
Yeah,
I had.
those are things that you can utilize.
Okay, I know. No, Rowan for sure. Survival kit. Yeah.
Okay. You are able to scrape together some duct tape from the house. You will be using one of your survival kits to do so.
Okay. So Kirk is underneath the car. For the audience, this happened off screen, but Kirk found a leak underneath the car. We had no duct tape, but Jennifer had a pasty.
Yeah.
So,
Always prepared for the things that matter.
yes, for the things that matter.
Yeah.
How is that pasty doing?
Roll for pasty. It is
oil.
It is. Yeah, it's discolored a little bit. It started off nude. It's definitely not that color anymore. It looks dirty and gross, and it specifically has it's sort of like the edges of it sort of have melted onto the machinery. So like as you try to pull it off, you just hear a little like
No, do it. Do it.
you hear it a little as it like
Yeah.
pops off.
That was a sound effect.
Thank you. And you see it starts to drip again as your oil starts to drip again. So
Okay, yeah. He's gonna grab the duct tape, wrap it around if he can.
make a
Just do a little wraparound.
yeah, make a little engineering check for me. And did you use your jack to prop up the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So am I using the material one or am I just using the straight engineering?
Material, because you're a material girl at the moment.
Thank God. Oh. It's it is 1 degree of success.
Let's go.
I don't know how, but it is.
So you very much you're able to tape up this part of your car. I totally know the name of it. Pretty well. You stop the oil from dripping underneath of it. And what do you do with the pasty?
If Reed were here, Kirk would have chucked it at Reed. But Reed is not here, unfortunately. So I guess he's just gonna throw it out in the trash can outside, just whatever. It's there.
You throw the pasty away. It served you well. And you all get into the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Watch the car not start after this.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Don't give the GM ideas.
I make that
You-
mistake often.
You try to start the car.
I sure do. She's rolling right now.
It's either that or it's a fake out.
Is it? You try to start the car. It stalls a few times. As you do, eventually you're able to turn it over.
A huge sigh of relief. Just
Yeah.
okay. How before he like turns away, how can we see the fire anymore, or is there anything going on?
You do. So you actually see as the orange glow is started to kind of crest over the trees, and there are a few trees in the back of Jennifer's cabin that have started to catch fire and are starting to, like, the little branches from them are starting to drip down. The snow is putting out most of it for the most part, but it is, if you leave it too long, it's one of those things that, fire is dangerous. So
Smokey can't help us now.
yeah, it's unbearable. You guys back out of the driveway and you turn. Are you coming back are you going the way you came?
Yeah.
All right. You Smokey the Barrel Beaver. You you head down the street. And it's actually the way that you guys were walking to the party because it has a long road that follows. If you guys want to turn towards the lovely Owlbear Rodeo, I will get that pulled up for you. Believe this one. Oh no, Kirk, where did you go?
I disappeared.
We lost Kirk.
Kirk's like, fuck this, you're all on your own. And just disappears from his own car.
I'm so glad you said disappeared because that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Is that what I said?
No. Liz said disappeared.
Oh.
Kirk has returned.
Disappeared.
All right, so your car is coming down this way. If you guys would like to place yourselves on the car, please do so.
I will say on stream we can't see it. We can't see the car.
You can now. Oh, can you not? What the heck?
Oh, it's disappearing.
It's disappearing indeed.
That's odd.
That is weird.
We just turned
Huh.
invisible.
Oh, we're trying.
That is so bizarre.
Oop, our
It's like
faces
really
disappear.
snowy out. It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's just really snowy.
Our faces disappear when you move the map heads up.
Please hold for technical difficulties.
Gotta love them tech gremlins.
All right.
Now is a good time to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And don't forget to type "gimme" in the chat to enter
Yes.
into our giveaway.
Oh my god, I know who that is! Ah!
That's so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lost Ugly Kobold.
Yeah, Lost Ugly Kobold. I know who that is.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for subscribing. And
Following.
following, same response. Both. Player permissions. Map.
We'll be back with your regular scheduled shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, we will figure it. Well, we're going to troubleshoot and we'll figure that out in a bit. But for now, go ahead and if our lovely producer would like to refresh the screen to see if that fixes anything, that would also be super awesome. But until then, I will just describe what happens. You all head down the road, and as you are, Jennifer, you remember the sirens in your ear about 30 seconds before you see the roadblocks ahead of you.
Mm.
And Kirk, you also see these roadblocks. They are currently, I'm going to draw a little line on the that is not a good color for this. We're gonna make them yellow.
Yellow.
So you see a little roadblock here, and you see a little roadblock here. You see another one right here.
Mm.
And they are blocking off this road, seemingly to make sure that people don't come towards the fire. And Jennifer, you remember hearing the sounds of the fire engine earlier.
Mm-hmm. Is there another way we can get out? Well, I'm not driving, so I guess that doesn't matter, but I'm going to let people know that I'm noticing this. There's blocks up ahead. Dun, dun, dun.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Is there another way to get out of here, Jennifer? Do you know?
There might be, maybe. Is there a way for me to recall?
The only other way would take you up into the mountains, and you might be able to get down the other way, but your family has never gone down that way. That would be specifically back this way, where your cabin is.
So then I'm going to go ahead.
The only other way that you would be able to go is this way, and that is towards the fire, but there is a road that goes past. So the road keeps going, it doesn't just stop.
Jennifer is going to be like, wait, what if we moved the blockades?
Keep going, because I want to hear how stupid the rest of this is probably going to sound.
We get up to the blockades, we park the car, we get outside, we move the blockades, we get back in the car, we start the car, we drive away.
Okay, but there's a active fire that way.
Isn't the fire in both directions? I'm so confused.
Is it,
in
or
every
maybe
direction?
Your cabin's eventually going to catch on fire. You also don't know for sure if there is an exit down the back way, back specifically where your cabin is, the road that goes past there, because you've never taken that way specifically or personally.
And we're speculating the blockade is to keep people from going our direction, like where we came from. Okay, nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's to stop
misread
people.
that.
It's to stop people coming our direction.
Yeah, move the blockades. Let's go. But I suggest keeping the car running because if we turn it off again, it might not start up again. So
Okay.
I'll keep the car running.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start psyching myself up and kind of playing the songs in my head that would be on my workout playlist.
What songs are those?
Tiger.
Oh, I have a whole playlist for Jennifer. It's a lot of different things. Let me check here. A lot of Doja Cat, Kesha, 303.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. So, Jennifer, are you the only one getting out of the car to go move these blockades?
I would hope not.
Rowan
Hello?
will do their best to help, but their ankle is still not the best. So they'll try and help, but they're going to try to put all the pressure on, like, favor their good leg.
Okay. Noted. All right. So you two head out towards the blockades. Is that
Is
correct?
no one else coming out? This feels like an everyone thing.
Yeah.
Do I look like I can move a blockade?
We need
I'll
the
keep
car to stay.
running.
We need the car to stay running and someone to hold on to those brakes.
Well, can't Kirk just like
Well,
park
Kirk
it?
can put it, yeah, Kirk will put it in park and help you
Okay.
guys out, yeah.
All right.
Kirk, are you keeping the car all the way back here?
Oh, no. We're
Okay.
keeping it closer, but
Okay.
enough room to where we can,
So like here?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Where that nice icy patch is.
Okay. Awesome.
Don't give me that. I don't want it.
I'll remember that for later. Okay, so
Jam
three
will
of you.
remember
Chelsea,
that.
you are staying in the car.
Yes, I am.
Alrighty, the three of you get out of the car.
Chelsea's being the definition of a passenger princess.
Mm-hmm. I queue up 22 by Taylor Swift.
God, not
Every-
again.
Everything
Never
was
ending.
better when that
Immediately
was
from the
playing.
car.
All right, so you three get out of the. I assume Jennifer is leading the charge here, but the three of you
Yeah.
get out of the car and begin moving the blockades. Make me a lift and pull check each. We're going to be doing this 3 times for all of these. Jennifer is the true villain of
backbone
this.
of this
What if
economy.
it's all zeros? What does that mean?
Isn't that 100?
Oh,
It's a-
we're going to be doing them individually, so we'll start with the first one.
Well, I got 2 successes.
2 successes on the first one. Okay. What did you get, Rowan?
I think what has been competency points, so that way it's not as bad.
How many
it's-
competence points do you have left?
I only have 2.
Okay.
Because I don't start with a lot of competence points, unfortunately.
How
So
many
you-
how many failures are you at right now?
5.
Okay.
5 degrees.
Take one of my competence points.
Okay.
So 2 degrees of failure?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Come back to that in a moment.
Oh, shit.
Kirk, what did you get?
Again, they're all zeros. I don't know what that means because I forget how to read percentile dice.
I think if it's all zeros, I think that's 100%.
What if it was just 0%? Just
How many degrees of failure is that?
yeah. If
Okay.
5 is our max, but I could also, you know what? Don't give me that. I've still got competency points too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna you know what? We'll just do it's not even worth it at this point, is it? To do competency points if I can't even you know, no. We'll 5 degrees of failure, let's go.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
look at Ryan's trade offer though.
You know, as if only Reed were here. So, but
You could always sell to Alora for risk.
Oh wait. Can we?
yeah, but I don't want to buy right now. So,
Oh yeah.
all right. So what happens? This all unfolds. Jennifer, you are a boss, babe. You are lifting this thing, no problem. You don't even need their help, really. You get one side up. These are actually pretty heavy though, as you do lift it. But you're able to kind of like start to like push it and drag it off the road a smidge. As you do, you guys don't really coordinate too much as you're talking, and you actually push the barricade directly into Reed's leg. Or not Reed's leg.
I'm like,
Rowan's
who's Reed?
leg.
My bad leg?
Your bad
No.
leg.
Ah!
So
We don't even know there's not even zombies in this game yet.
you are going.
We're just
Look,
fucking each
the
other
worst
up.
thing about zombie apocalypses are the people who survived. Okay, so this is actually working out.
You you take aggravated damage to your injury. So
Ooh, I'll look up what that means later.
did I move your damage threshold down before?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say that it didn't move because I forgot to do it, but it should have. Jennifer, make a strength check for me.
What am I doing for that? Am I just taking the raw number?
Yep, your spew.
Oh my goodness. I rolled a 3. That's 3
3.
degrees of success.
Awesome. Thank you.
That was the second time I rolled a 3. My dice are doing me good tonight.
Okay. So you take 8 damage.
I
So
take
what
8
that-
damage?
Rowan, you take 8 damage to your leg. So what that means is you are going to take an additional injury, not energy, and you will sustain 2. So essentially, the 2 will get added on to any further injuries that you have, and your damage threshold drops to 4. Does that make sense?
Sort of. I'll probably ask for clarification later on that.
So you're essentially holding 2 to add on to your next, unless you can get a rest in between. Okay.
Okay, but yeah, no, I think Rowan definitely has a lot of expletives.
Oh yeah.
That...
Actually, go ahead and make a resist pain check for me. That's a really good point. Kirk, sweet baby boy.
He's slipping on his ass and cracking his head is what I'm hearing.
No, you're not.
That's 2 degrees of failure.
You yell. It hurts. A lot.
Probably like fall on the ground, like holding onto my leg. Just, yeah, it's not a pretty
Perfect.
sight.
Yeah, Kirk, you are not prepared for Rowan to drop this barricade. And Jennifer doesn't have hold of the middle of it. She just has one side of it. So as Rowan drops and sort of falls to the ground, you just feel the barricade drop onto your foot.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
You guys are doing great.
Fuck! We're taking a trait from ourselves that we are from any we haven't even encountered.
Chelsea is watching from the car and just going for the first aid.
While this is happening, I just need to know what Jennifer's reaction is to this.
Well, given Jennifer's flaw of monomania, she is dedicated to this task and is planning on getting this complete no matter what. So she's gonna do it even if she's got to do it by herself.
Okay.
Just,
Okay.
I don't think Kirk has heard Rowan curse this much.
I'm gonna need you to make a resist pain check, and you have 2 difficulty die added to that.
Me or Kirk?
Kirk.
Oh boy.
So that is resist pain. Okay, and then 2 difficulty die.
Yep.
It's just 2 d6s with that.
Yep. They do explode if you roll a 6.
Oh shit.
Okay, well first off, I the percentage dice was a 15. So
Awesome.
That's great so far. Now the damage. So I got a 1 and a 4.
Okay.
So that would be 5. So that would add on to make 20, like the 20 percentage in total.
Okay.
So that would be 1 degree of success.
Awesome. And it's really good that you rolled that because you just took 16 damage. So what's your damage threshold, my guy?
6.
So
Shit.
you break your foot.
Oh
No. No.
It's you hear as it drops onto your foot, and it's painful, and you fucking swallow any sort of yelling that you do. But damn, like you thought Rowan had it bad. But it's fine, Kirk. You're the reliable one. You'll walk it off, rub some dirt on it, and it'll be fine. Cool. So, Chelsea, go ahead and make a spot listen check for me while you're doing that.
Sure thing.
And Jennifer, I'm gonna say that you are able to get the first barricade off the road.
Mm-hmm.
You just leave the others in the snow.
Yeah.
1 degree of success.
1 degree of success. Okay. I'm gonna come back to you, but I will keep that in mind. Jennifer, what are you doing now? Are you moving on to the next one?
Well, hearing the screams of pain, I mean, does anyone say that they think that their foot is broken or anything, or?
Yeah, Kirk's gonna he's gonna kneel down for a second and be like, I think I broke my foot.
Shit.
Okay.
Ugh.
Jennifer is going to just kind of like throw her fists in the air in frustration and just yell at everyone to get back in the car.
Little help would be fucking great. Thanks.
Yeah.
She will help them as best as she can back into the car.
Okay.
Okay.
You successfully do that.
Shit, Kirk's our driver.
Well, which foot did I break is the question.
That's a good question. Go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
D12?
Yep.
I don't
So
have one on me.
2d6?
Hold on.
Roll a d6.
Yeah. Just, okay. 2.
Your left foot.
Okay, so I'm good.
You can drive, yes.
Okay, I'm still driving, I guess.
Cool.
Let's
All
see
right.
if we can find an ambulance or something. Get both of our legs checked out.
Jennifer, you successfully get them back to the car, get everyone situated. Chelsea, as they're still out there though, I'm gonna backtrack for just a moment. As they're still out there, you hear as the fading sounds of 22 start to cut off, just in that moment of just like it switching back to the song starting again because you have it on loop in the car.
Yep.
You hear what sounds like footsteps coming up from the back of the car, and you turn and you see what looks to be a figure coming down the road, and they're sort of just like staggering as they're walking towards the car.
Hello? And I'll start opening the door to take a look around.
You open the door and you see their head kind of snap as you call out, and they start moving towards you. You hear a soft, just groaning sound. And from the way that they're limping, you immediately assume that they're hurt as well. You've had enough foot injuries this evening. It's not hard to tell what those are.
Okay, hang on. Stay right there. Don't hurt yourself more. Oh my god, what is with people tonight? I'll get my kit. Just stay right there.
Okay.
I turn to start digging out my kits.
They do not stop. They keep walking towards you.
Do I get a better look at this person?
I was gonna say, do we get a look at this individual as we start heading towards the car?
Make a spot listen check.
Do we all?
Rolling so
Okay.
well on this.
Falling on deaf ears. 3 degrees of failure.
You two are enamored with your injuries.
I'm too much in pain.
Yeah.
2 degrees of failure if anyone wants to know.
Jennifer, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4 degrees of failure for spotless.
Okay. Yeah, you're frustrated. These two are idiots. What the fuck? Who gets injured by a barricade? It's a whole thing. So, and you're trying to help them back up and get them to the car. Chelsea, what'd you roll?
Shit. Sorry, I thought. Ooh, you said spot listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is exactly 1 degree of success.
as you turn, you see, you get a better look at this person, and you actually see that some of their clothing is a little bit singed at the edges. Their hair sort of curls up in this like almost like black brittleness to about a little bit above their ear where it cuts it looks like it cuts off like they had hit it and it stopped. You also see there's just blood that is gushing down from their what looks to be not necessarily their neck, but from their shoulder. Their shirt in front is completely soaked. You can see that there's a few rips in it, and it almost looks like it had been from the woodlandscape. Not so much like they had gotten into like a fight or something along those lines. And you see as they're walking towards them, their foot is sort of on the side. They're kind of walking on the side of their foot. Could be from a fall as well. And as you're finally focusing once again on their face, you see just bloodshot eyes. The eyes are the pupil of the eye is actually kind of rolled back to just reveal the white of it. And whatever it is, it doesn't look human anymore.
Holy shit, guys! And she's like backing the fuck up.
What's wrong? Ah, what's wrong?
I just if she has a loss of words, it's just a lot of panic, like, oh my god.
Chelsea, just get in the fucking car. We're leaving anyway. Just go. Kirk's like,
someone in the way, dumbass. Do you not see the fuck?
Well, this person's coming from behind us when we're leaving.
Yeah, you just hear, oh gosh, it doesn't come through. Shit. Okay, hold on. You just hear moans and groans of this person as they slowly but surely approach you. And they're still walking towards you. Are you backing up at all?
Yeah, I'm backing up. Like, I'm keeping this person, like, she's staring at this person, but like backing up.
All right.
Like trying to figure out what are they gonna do.
Yeah, they just keep pursuing you.
Kirk's like, we'll just go the fucking other way. We'll go this way. Whatever. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Just get in the fucking car.
Are we all back in the car at this point?
I'm gonna say that it moves pretty slowly, especially since its foot is fucked up, but it's pretty close. You guys are able to get into the car really quickly and shut the doors right as it just right against the windows. Specifically your window, Chelsea. It was very much focused on you, and you just hear
oh my god.
Holy Kirk, get us out of here, please.
He's skirting out of here. Tokyo drifting.
On ice, that's...
Yeah, you screech the car to the side as you turn, and do you just take off straight?
Not into the barriers, but
did we get them moved wide enough for the car to get through?
You moved one. It is not wide enough.
Okay,
it's not enough. No,
just double checking.
No, he's gonna try to this way, because did we discuss what this way was, or do we know?
It is the way to the cabin. The other cabin.
Yeah, it's a different way.
Oh, the other cabin?
The one that's on fire.
Okay. Well, we'll have to figure it out.
Taking the barricade with you. And on that note, as the creature is, you see its hands sort of slide as Kirk just kind of whips the car to the side. And with it being a smaller four-door, you're actually able to do that pretty easily. No issue of it going to be flipping at all. So you turn and you see as its hands just like grime, soot, and a little bit of red liquid, Chelsea, that you would very well recognize just smears across the window as you all take off. And with that, we're going to go to break.
Oh. Okay.
Yay!
In just a few minutes, and we will see what our survivors do. Good
I'm
job.
scared.
I
Welcome back, everybody. Our survivors have returned and are on the road towards the burning building because the barricades stopped them. Rest
Yeah,
in
two of
peace.
us are starting off on the wrong foot.
Ha! So funny. Alrighty, so Kirk with a broken foot is driving the car. As you get a little ways down the road, you put some distance between you and the person that was attacking you in the car. As you guys are driving, what's the initial just reaction to that?
I think I'm too focused on my own pain at the moment, and like every time like the car jostles, I can't speak for Kirk, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as Rowan's of just like wincing every time we like have a bump in the car, just because that aggravates the ankle.
Yeah, Kirk's probably he's just kind of he's starting to go into panic mode, but his panic mode is just silent and try to figure everything out as logistically as possible.
Okay. Jennifer?
She's starting to get a little bit worried, but seeing the ambulance and the fire truck, I think she's in denial. She's like, oh yeah, they can help us. Like, we'll be okay. We'll be okay as long as we go talk to them.
Okay.
But she's starting to get a little nervous.
Okay. Chelsea, how are you feeling?
You won't shut up. It was like it didn't have eyes. Like it was staring at me, but it didn't have eyes. Like it's just white completely, but could see right at me. It was bleeding everywhere. It's on the window. There's blood on the window. It's right fucking next to me.
I'm sitting
Chelsea-
right behind you, Chelsea. I can see.
Why am I the only one worrying about this?
I'm sorry. I have a busted ankle at the moment. That's kind of occupying me at the moment.
Okay, busted ankle and blind thing that can see attacking. I think there's degrees of worry that should increase there.
Okay, I get it. We're worried about it. We're coming up on the house. There's an ambulance and fire truck. Hopefully they'll have something, okay? Maybe they can get us out of here. They know the way out of here.
And we can tell them about this person you saw, and maybe they can find them and treat them.
Yeah.
Kirk and Chelsea, make me composure checks.
Sure thing.
Oh boy, we're doing so well.
Can I say, Alora, I've been rolling the set you got me for my birthday. It is choice.
Also, yes, a happy birthday to Rose in just a few hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
1 degree of failure for Kirk.
Where's composure? Oh, I'm good at that.
Of course you would be.
That is exactly 3 success.
Okay. You're keeping it together, but you're panicking, but for the right reasons. So you're keeping it together in that respect. Kirk, you're trying to rationalize. You're trying to do what Jennifer is doing successfully, and you're trying to rationalize. Okay, they're gonna help us. We're gonna get there. Everything's gonna be fine, and your morale drops by 1.
That sounds about right.
So as you get forward, you see the ambulance. One Black Betty.
Pocket.
In the middle of the road, and its lights are on as well as the fire truck. And you can see that there's actually a couple guys out there just like spraying the fire and trying to get it down. Thing about big fires is it's really hard to get them down quickly. So it's definitely going to be a little bit, especially since it's starting to catch onto the woods as well. Thankfully, again, they do have the layer of snow that is helping to mitigate some of that damage. But you do see people that are currently helping to take care of that. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt with your driving check, because I assume you're taking it. Are you continuing to go fast, or are you going slow?
After like the person whatever we saw was
Are you
kind of far out of sight.
Uh-huh.
Kirk slowed down.
Cool. I was gonna ask, are you a speed demon or are you a Sunday driver? So you that's a very specific joke for those who know. But you slow down a little bit, you stop, you're able to kind of get the car to a good position behind. How far behind the ambulance or what the fuck is it? I can't say the word today. How far behind the ambulance are you stopping?
I would say where we're at is probably where he's maybe like a smidgen closer, and I can...
A good car length away.
Yeah, a good car length away, like right where I just put it. Just right there. Kirk's gonna park the car, and kind of... It's gonna be difficult to get out on his one, like on the 1 foot, because he has to exit with his left.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just gonna exit the car and kind of stand at the door, and he's like, hey, we need like medical attention over here. Is someone like any EMTs?
You see as there is so the doors of the ambulance are actually open, and you see that there is a EMT who is currently working in the back. It looks like they had just brought somebody in. Chelsea, you are actually pretty familiar with the setup. You had to do a couple like ride-alongs in order for your practicum and training and all that jazz. Practicum totally applies to nursing students too, right? That's totally how it works. Anyway, moving on. So
How this nursing student works?
I don't know. I was in that degree for 5 minutes. So you see them actively working. You see the familiar signs of soot and ash on the clothing of the person on the gurney in the back, but it looks like they've got them hooked up to the machine that takes their heart rate and their pulse and everything. You see like just the boop, boop, and everything like that, and it's just kind of keeping them alive, but they are alive as of right now. You see them trying to patch whatever wounds are open. You don't see any burn marks, but it's also kind of hard because they're a little bit above eye level, excuse me. You see as another EMT is kind of running along the side, kind of checks in. He doesn't really acknowledge you guys initially, checks in with the one in the back and turns to start heading towards the house. You see that there's actually 2 more EMTs, potentially the driver. Ambulances aren't super crazy big, despite what movies might have you believe. So you do see that it's probably the driver and the co-driver are bringing out another gurney, and there's another body on it. This one specifically does not look like it's moving at all. So they are starting to move it out, and the guy turns around and starts to head towards them, but you all call out to him and say, hey, we need medical attention. Are any of you what's going on?
We've got broken foot, another leg injury.
Get off your fucking feet. He like turns and he goes to help them move the gurney.
That's understandable. What an asshole.
Yeah, all right. Well, fine then, I guess. Kirk's gonna
You see go ahead. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was gonna say that Kirk would probably just then be like, fine, just give us directions out of here then, because you barricaded the other way out.
Will they listen?
No.
God damn it.
No.
That was a 96. They're super focused. They failed their empathy check.
No.
So he goes and helps the other 2. You see the other one being brought around. The EMT actually moves the other gurney to the side, so it's kind of pressed up against the wall. And there's a little bit of room towards the back so they can actually work still. But you see as they bring the other gurney around that they have to like slide it in there. It's like Tetris almost, and they get it all organized, and so there's two side by side, and they start to work. You see as they begin to do CPR. Chelsea, you're very familiar with this, and it's kind of concerning, honestly, as you are watching them try to actively save this person's life. And I need, what's everybody's reaction right now? How are you handling seeing something like that while there's a blazing fire going on in the background?
I think Rowan is trying to keep an air. Well, I mean, like, yeah, they were being very reactive to like their injury and such, but now after a bit, they're trying to like calm themselves down and try to go like, okay, I have to stop reacting. So they're trying to compose and calm themselves.
Sure.
I think if anything, seeing this calms Chelsea a little bit, because this is, even though it's real, she's seen it in practice at least. Like, she's had to do it on, like, you know, mannequins and what have you. So this is more of like she's able to center and focus it and be like, oh, I'm actually getting to see this in person. Like, it's a little twisted, but
It's
I mean,
an educational moment.
yeah, pretty much. It takes her mind off, you know, the freak show that attacked her earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
Cool.
Jennifer is more like just constantly trying to tell herself, like, we're next to people who are good at this. We have firefighters and EMTs near us, so we're going to be okay. And she's just trying to tell herself that, like, pretty much nonstop in her head. She's like, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Like, she sees their authority as kind of like a comfort given her background. So,
Okay. With them working actively, you it takes a few minutes, but the fire is not, I wouldn't say completely going out, but it is starting to subside a smidge. So they're able to kind of move more towards the back of the building a little bit to start to get that fire down. What do you guys do? You can't really get around them too much. There's a couple like logs and rocks sort of in the way off the sides of the terrain and stuff like that. But you, I mean, do you have the audacity to ask an ambulance to move?
Well, I mean,
what can we do? Like, what are some, what is around us?
So there are, you can talk to the firefighters, sort of ask them what's going on, what happened. There, you can try to aid the EMT in saving this person's life. Maybe they'll be a little bit more willing to help you then. You can tell them, can you get the fuck off the road so we can get past? You can attempt to try to get around. You can also try to steal from the ambulance to aid your feet. You can, I mean, you can do anything except for fly.
Darn. There goes that idea. I think Rowan is just gonna resign themselves. Like, I guess we're gonna be stuck here. I might as well just like keep calm and just let things go as they go and wait for the ambulance to move so Kirk can start driving whenever.
Cool.
Or if they decide to give us some medical attention.
Jennifer is going to try to speak with any of the firefighters who have the moment to try to find out how this started and if there were any others and if they were able to escape and how and where they went.
So you walk over and you see that there's two that are actively holding the hose, like, and aiming it, but there is one that's sort of feeding it out. So he's probably a better option to talk to, just because his focus isn't necessarily on trying to aim and put out a fire. I mean, we pulled a couple bodies. There were a few that look like they stumbled out, but our priority is getting the fire down until the police get out of here. They said their ETA is about 20 minutes, but those fuckers have been. And he just like kind of tosses his hands up in frustration.
He said they were supposed to get here in 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been since you saw the fire, it's been probably about 30.
Okay. And sorry, I'm not sure if I caught this. Did you say if anyone escaped and left?
Where
they went?
We saw somebody head down, but and he kind of again gestures to the fire. This is our priority. We sent somebody after them. They couldn't find them. The other two are in the ambulance, but we haven't found any identification yet. Do you know these folks?
Do I know these folks?
You do. So this is the I said this earlier, but these are the McIntyres.
Got it. Yeah.
And the one that you would recognize, the one that they brought in on the gurney, the second one that they brought in on the gurney is Drew McIntyre. And the other one, you couldn't really get a good glimpse, but it looks like it could be his wife or daughter.
Okay. I will say, yeah, kind of. I know them, not really that well. We saw them a couple of times when my family and I went up here to come hunting. So,
Do you know what happened here? Why all this started? Or
I was hoping you would know, actually, but I'm not sure. No,
we haven't had a chance to look inside yet. Hold tight. We might need your statement for the police report. And he kind of nods to you. And you hear one of the firefighters call for like more line. And he tries to pull it out and he goes, "Give me a hand here," and gestures for you to help him start filing some of the hose out a bit more.
Sure, I can do that. I kind of awkwardly go over and just like this.
Like this?
Oh my god.
Make a strength check for me. Or,
Okay.
Is this a sexy fireman at least to make it worth
I mean, he's hot, but it's also there's a building on fire next to him. Could just be that.
If it's under my score but not under 10, is that neutral or is that 1 degree of success?
Neutral.
It's neutral at that point. Yep. So you're able to help him for the most part. You haven't done this before. He's doing most of the hard lifting, but he asked for your help. Y'all fucking killing me in the comments. Sorry, I just saw all of that. So he you guys get it more of the line, and they start to kind of combat the backsides of the fire, and you see as the orange glow is starting to slowly but surely dim down and subside. Go ahead, Chelsea and Kirk, what are you doing?
Kirk, I guess, is just gonna... He's like, well, fuck, I guess I gotta stay in the car. I mean, there's not much he can do because he's got this broken foot and they're not willing to help, so... But he doesn't want to anger the EMTs anymore, and he's like, I guess I'll just wait. But he is gonna kind of keep an eye on the back, though, like, to see if that thing, whatever it was still following.
You want to make a spot listen check. That's a good call.
Uh-oh.
Chelsea, what you doing? What you doing, babe? Fear.
Do we, since we're no longer moving, do I have the ability as Chelsea to start like checking out their injuries in the back and like maybe start working on that?
Yep.
Okay, then she's gonna go ahead and use one of her many medical kits.
I think Rowan would insist on Kirk being seen first since he has a full-on broken foot.
Chelsea would have gone and took him first.
I figured. I was just
Thanks,
emphasizing.
brother. That was 1 degree of failure for me.
Okay. It's really hard to see. The snow's starting to pick up a little bit. The wind is getting worse. Why is the wind getting worse? It's not a good time. The mountains have not blocked the wind any longer, unfortunately. So it's starting to get colder. Thank God you tried to dry your hair earlier. But you're not able to see anything off the bat.
Once I'm done helping the firefighter, I will go back to the car and explain that she'll be like, they want us to wait. They might take our statement or something, but the police are supposed to show up too. So I guess we just kind of wait.
Hopefully they'll have an easier time moving that barricade. Well, they probably have the tools to do that, so that was a stupid statement.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, maybe they'll move, maybe the police will move the barricade by the time they've finished with the fire, controlling the fire and shit. I don't know. Is this fire also growing, like...
No, they're putting it out.
They're putting it out? Okay.
Yeah.
But there's, like, no longer in the woods kind of stuff? Like,
It's
fire?
still,
They have it controlled.
It's still burning a little bit, but it's not spreading actively. Jennifer's cabin has not caught on fire as far as you guys can tell from here.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank God the insurance would send that shit through the roof.
So true.
So true, bestie.
So true, bestie. Yeah, I don't know what Kirk else was gonna say, so.
Okay. Chelsea, go ahead and make a first aid check for me.
Well, that one got rolled. I'm good at first aid.
Or you are also able to use your first aid kits to assign a heal in order to help.
I would rather do that. I mean, I rolled, it would have been success anyway, but I'd rather do that.
Okay. So you're able to, you're focusing on Kirk specifically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
Kirk
able,
has the worst injury.
You're able to, how many are you planning on using?
I have so fucking many. She's using 2, I think, to start off with and see.
Okay. So you pull out, you guys don't know where the fuck Chelsea got these, but she got one from the cabin for sure. But she pulls out some medical supplies from her bag, stuff you didn't necessarily think was important to use on Rowan earlier, just because it wasn't that bad. But you're able to essentially make a makeshift splint for Kirk. You wrap up the injury. You send Jennifer over to grab a sturdy looking stick off the ground. Jennifer, you kind of beat it over another one, and it gets the snow off of it, and you use that to sort of align the bone. You do, Kirk, go ahead and make a resist pain check for me.
Oh, that's great. I don't know why he's so good at resisting pain. I believe that's 3 degrees of success, if I'm doing math right.
Awesome. Feel free to add 2 survival points onto your group for right now because of your successes, but you're able to kind of hold. You don't wiggle too much, so you don't kind of jostle Chelsea's work, and your damage threshold has returned. You still are holding the 5 that you had originally from your aggravated damage, but you have returned that threshold. Your injury isn't healed, so you still have it, and it can be aggravated again, but it won't. As of right now, you're able to kind of move around. It's like having a boot, a really shitty boot.
Right. No, okay. All right.
All right, your turn. She tries to reach over to Rowan.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
And Rowan's was significantly less. critical, so I'll just use one.
Okay. Alrighty, and you do the same thing to Rowan's and kind of get his, their injury all squared away. And it's still, again, you still sustain the injury until you guys are able to take a short or long rest. But until then, you retain the 2 additional damage that you had from your injury, Rowan. But you are now back up to your max damage threshold, which I believe was 5. Awesome. Okay, so that is all taken care of. Jennifer, you're kicking the snow a little bit, waiting for the police to show up. You don't hear anything, but you did take your phone with you, right?
I did. It was dead, and I had it charging, but not for very long.
Okay. Did you turn it on?
No, I would have. I'm gonna save it until I think there's a better time to use it.
You get an 8-ball notification in your head.
Chelsea's not like stingy with her phone, I don't think.
Okay.
So she probably would have let Jennifer borrow it, like keeping tabs, because now we're kind of like near civilization again. Who knows if the signal might come back.
Sure. Let's see. I'm gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't help me. All right. Kirk, you get a phone call.
Oh shit!
Your phone starts to.
He immediately goes and picks it up.
Dude, what the fuck? What the? And you hear Reed's voice on the other end. Shit's gone crazy, man. I don't know. Everybody, there's people. He's going off. Like he doesn't know what.
Reed, chill out. What? Speak slowly.
You hear him like throw something.
Is that Reed? Put him on speaker.
Yeah, put him on speaker.
Puts him on speaker.
Why didn't you answer my 8-ball notification?
You hear what sounds like a panicked voice as shit is being thrown. He goes, have you? And you hear him starting. He starts to break up a little bit, and you hear news, and then you hear help, and you hear him scream at one point. You actually hear what sounds. What's the equivalent of a history check? Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you just because you guys have been roommates for a while. You hear what sounds like the sound of like a hockey stick breaking in half. Reed's only been mad one time, and you saw him break a hockey stick in half. So you recognize that sound real well. But you hear that, and then you hear just what sounds like just like a catatonic scream, and gurgling and moaning, and then nothing.
Reed. Is the line still connected?
Yeah.
Dude, are you okay? Say something.
Reed, can you hear us?
Reed, answer the fucking phone. Oh my god.
You called us, Reed.
You don't hear anything.
I'm gonna check my phone. Rowan's gonna check their phone.
You listen for a few more minutes, or how long do you keep the phone on for?
I mean, I guess for another minute, just to hear like if anything. But if he's not hearing anything, then he's gonna hang up the phone and start calling his sister.
Okay. You hear after about 30 to 45 seconds, you just start hearing as a groan starts to come through a little bit.
Sound like Reed?
Yeah. How often do you hear Reed groaning?
I don't know. Maybe
Ooh, that's a great question.
when he ate too much ice cream. I don't know how he eats. That's Rowan.
Oh man, yeah, he didn't take his Lactaid one time.
Reed, lactose intolerant confirmed.
Yeah. I think Rowan's gonna pull out their phone and take a look, see if maybe they missed any calls because they probably had their phone on silent, stupidly earlier.
You see a notification from your mother, and she specifically says there is a citywide lockdown. We're safe. Keep in touch. Let us know when you get to the cabin. I love you.
When we get to the cabin, wait, when was it time stamped?
It looks like it is time stamped for about 10 p.m.
Oh my god. They're gonna call their mom. They're gonna try calling their mom.
As you call, you hear the familiar just like no answer. You hear your mom's voicemail come through, and it's just like, you've reached the Fontana residence. Please leave your name, number, and a detailed message, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Mom, it's me. I just got this. I don't know what time it is for you. I hope you and Dad are okay. I'm gonna try to call Dad. I'm okay-ish. I'll call you. And gonna hang up and immediately try calling their dad.
Okay. You realize that it's your parents, because of their work, don't necessarily carry cell phones because a lot of it's done at home, and then they're given pagers for when they go on to site. So
their mom is the scientist. Their dad wasn't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
So, but with that being said, your dad primarily was at home more often. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds more appropriate. More stable.
So, and I like to think that despite being Californian, they're a little more old-fashioned. So they only have the landline. So you do try to call that, and you get a very similar message from the voicemail as you. But it's in your dad's voice this time. He said that one.
I think they're just gonna hang up and go. My mom messaged saying that like 10 o'clock there was some kind of like city warning in place. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know, but maybe Katie will answer. I mean, she's been trying to get a hold of me since 3 a.m. Or 2 a.m. So Kirk's gonna try to call Katie again.
You get, again, another voicemail. It is a very similar process through. You do hear it ring, but you get just like this is Katie, call me back. Mwah. And then it hangs up.
Yeah, Kirk's just gonna kind of leave like a, hey, I was finally able to get a hold, like, call you. We got service for a second. We're still up in the cabin. We're trying to leave, though. Call me back as soon as you can. Love you, bye. And just, he doesn't know what to do. I guess, like, trying to see if there's any, like, news articles, too. Trying to figure out.
You don't
any
have
new ones.
You don't have internet over here.
Turn on the data.
Okay. If you turn on the data, the servers it's hard to get through to the servers right now.
Hack into the mainframe. Just kidding.
So it's harder to get into the servers. You're able to, like, it takes like 2 minutes for it to actually load all the way through, but you do see that the articles that were posted earlier that Jennifer saw are there, as well as just like one for your local news station. And it's just like sources are reporting that there is a cannibal running loose in the city. Residents are being told to stay in their homes. Do not open the door. We will update as soon as we have further information. That was about 2 hours ago.
Okay.
There's been little updates here and there, but with as much trouble as you're I mean, it could be that you're in the mountains, but as much trouble as you're having to get service up here, it is sparse at the best.
Okay. Well, Kirk will mention that to the group then, because Jennifer didn't originally. So Kirk's like, I guess it's just there's a crazy cannibal on the loose, and that's why there's a lockdown.
Fucking hell.
I wonder. I mean, that person we saw before, but that would be weird. They wouldn't. Did they travel all the way up to the mountain? That
And
one
that's
cannibal?
where Jennifer will pitch in and be like, I wonder if that's related to the other things I was seeing earlier when we were in the hot tub about...
Why didn't you say so earlier, Jennifer?
It just seemed like clickbait or something. I wasn't really sure, so I just paid no attention to it.
The bath salts, Jennifer.
Well, more information would be nice. Is this just in Colorado or?
The news I was seeing was that there was cannibals, I guess, cannibalism happening at hospitals in New Hampshire, New York, California, and Texas, right? Am I mistaken on that, Aurora?
Those are correct.
Fuck.
I'm surprised I remembered that.
Good job. Was that Jennifer? Was that Devon?
Both.
At here in California and New York, Rowan's going to start like messaging any family that they have in California just to check in on them, and is going to send a message to Link, who is probably in New York by now, and so he's going to send him a message and go like, "Hey, you okay over there? Been hearing some scary shit."
You haven't heard anything last that you did hear from Link. He was stopped in O'Hare.
That's right.
In
Still
Chicago.
sending a message just in case he got to New York.
Because I would never wish Midway on anyone.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, no, you haven't heard anything further from him. You guys are all kind of checking your phones. Chelsea is, you're sort of, I feel like you're a level of panicking due to this new news being brought upon you. Just like, what the fuck? Why didn't you say anything? You also just
I am
heard
putting message after message in the sorority group chat, like, spread out the word, figure out. There's so fucking many of us in that sorority. There's got to be someone who answers and, like, knows what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. You eventually get to a point where your messages are all that's in the feed, and you're not hearing back from anybody. It might not be people's priority right now to type into the sorority group chat, but you never know. Maybe they don't have service either. You all are focused on your phones or chatting, trying to figure out what the fuck happened, what the hell happened to Reed, when all of a sudden you just hear as a car comes barreling down the road and hits the ambulance head on.
Oh shit! The ambulance head on? Oh fuck.
Not that
Is
big.
the ambulance out of the way now?
No.
No, it's
If
more
anything,
in
it's
the way.
more stuck.
Is
Yeah.
is the ambulance here in the room with us?
So you
No,
see
she's dead.
you see the car sort of, it hit and it's like crunched in a bit, and you don't see any fire, shockingly enough, but what you do see, and I'm going to need everybody to roll composure checks after this, you watch as the EMT is in the back of this ambulance. Thankfully they weren't moving, but they are just like fucking thrown across. They you see one of them sort of, he grabs onto the gurney and he's like jostled, and you hear him hit his shoulder, but thankfully he's still kind of up. You see the other one just like whole body hits the side, and you see him hit his head and just go down. Yes. 5 degrees of success. Oh shit.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I have
I'm
good
gonna-
composure.
I'm gonna use 2 competency points to get it down to 3 degrees of failure.
For the first time ever, 5 degrees of success.
Let's go. All right. So most of you are keeping your shit together. Kirk, you are paying sole attention when the guy hits his head, and you just instant panic. Rowan, you're caught off guard initially. This isn't the first time that you've seen something up close and personal like this, but you're able to kind of repress the trauma for 2 seconds and look away and not focus on that. Kirk, you lose the morale.
Kirk's losing it.
You start
That's
to panic.
right, that's 2
a little.
morales you've lost, huh?
Um,
Shit.
Chelsea, your nursing skills click in immediately. You feel free to jump in if I misspeak anywhere. You rush forward, like wanting to make sure that people are okay and that you're able to help the EMTs. The more people you have on hand, the better. You see one of them is groaning, the other one is on the floor, unconscious.
Yeah. No, Chelsea 100% is rushing in, and she's snapping at the others, like, don't just sit there. Oh my fucking god. Come help me.
I think Rowan is super composed enough to get up and will limp over, but will do the best they can to help.
Sure. Jennifer, it catches you off guard. There was a level of competency that you were expecting from the EMTs, and you're like, this is going to be okay. This is fine. You still see that the firefighters are out of sight at the moment, but they're
Mhm.
last you saw they were inside the building putting out the last of the fire. But as you kind of look to where these EMTs, these really well trained professionals are, they're on the ground, and you see the firefighters start to run out and start to run over to help you guys. You actually see, so there is another cabin. It's not on the map because I didn't have time for that, but there is another cabin that is over this way. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but over on this side, and you actually see as a couple people are starting to come out of their house now that there is the fire's dying down, but there's now this loud crash. You see an older gentleman and an older woman start to kind of filter out to the road, staying on the side so they're not in the middle of the road, but they start to walk over a little bit, and there looks to be a little bit of panicked look on their faces as they see the crash. So, Chelsea, you rush forward. Rowan, you go to help. Does anybody else rush forward to help?
I would say Kirk is too traumatized right now to. I think he would probably be like gripping his hands on the steering wheel, just because after he had gotten healed up by Chelsea, he just like stayed in the driver's seat and he's like just both hands on the wheel, just losing it.
Sure.
Can I try to give Kirk a pep talk?
Yes.
Try to comfort him.
What do you say?
I say, it's all right. Just take a deep breath. It's okay.
Okay.
but it's not okay.
Make a diplomacy check with any of the specialties that you deem fit here.
Command. I command you to stay calm.
Panicking? Don't.
You smack Kirk. Get it together.
1 degree of failure.
Okay.
Would you like to purchase it?
I would, actually. I will take that risk. I'm running low.
Neutral.
it's not the best speech you've ever given, but you also, put your whole genasi into the.
Because it's gonna make it similar. I'm so glad you actually did it. Otherwise, I would have, and it was gonna be a horrible one.
Into the board game presentation earlier.
Oh. And not everyone gets that Genesee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
So
That was a good game.
No, but you give Kirk pep talk. Kirk, how do you feel about that pep talk? It's not okay, but at least Jennifer's self-assured.
I think it was enough to get him to not like completely go into panic, I guess, but I don't know if he'd be any help in the EMT, but he'll just kind of at least step out of the car at this point and just kind of look around.
Sure. You see as the firefighters eventually get up to where the EMT is, and they come upside next to you. They actually double check to make sure all of you guys are actually okay at this point. Seeing that none of you guys were in the crash, they turn their attention back to the initial crash. Chelsea, they start to pull the gurneys out so they can actually get to the EMTs in the back. You see as the other EMTs that were in the front of the car getting ready to take off, you sort of round and their heads are on the dashboard. Like you don't quite see anything there. The driver who was in the sedan sort of stumbles a little bit, like the car door pops open, and you see him kind of stumble out. But he specifically, he's just kind of groaning a little bit, but he looks disoriented as hell. It's kind of hard to.
Chelsea is still so fucking tense from earlier. She shines her flashlight right at his face.
Sure. You see his eyes are normal. As far as you can tell, there is a lot of blood on him, though, from the car crash. You see as the firefighters are pulling out the gurneys and everything. Jennifer, are you helping with that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, awesome. So Rowan and Jennifer, you guys kind of tag team that. You have to get the gurneys out. You see that the woman figure who you actually recognize as Rebecca, not McIntosh, McIntyre, Drew's wife, is the one who had the burns on her. Is Reba okay? So you see her, and she was the one that was still conscious, or not conscious, but had the lifeline still going. And as the firefighters get in, they're not necessarily trained professionals, but they are able to take a pulse and tell that the one EMT is dead. The other one has what looks to be a arm that has popped out of its socket. Takes a few minutes, but between a lot of pain and a quick shove, they get his arm back into his socket. Might be a little concussed. Where is everybody? Can everybody move their characters on the map to where you're standing?
I was just so engrossed with the theater of the mind. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Whoops, that's not
Oh,
the
oh,
end.
I am the
The ambulance is alive!
I see, they're pulling gurneys out of the back, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll draw in your gurneys.
To the Kronken wagon.
So you've got one here, and you've got one here. Chelsea, you see the man on the ground. I'm going to make a little circle for him.
And this was the driver?
Yes, this was the driver. He is on the ground over here.
I think Rowan is going to force himself to head towards the driver to check on him.
Okay.
I will be periodically checking back on Kirk to see how he's doing.
How's Kirk doing?
He doesn't really know what to do in this situation because he's not really trained in helping, and he feels like there's a lot of people over there already, and he might just get in the way. But he just has a weird pit in his stomach, and he's just kind of like looking around out, like out behind us.
Make a spot listen check.
I
And
don't
roll
like
well,
that.
please.
That would be 3 degrees of failure.
The snow is a little thick. It's hard to see. All right. Chelsea, what are you doing?
Well, I think since Rowan's gonna go check on the driver, Chelsea's gonna check on the EMT whose head is like on the front and like basically trying to get like
Okay.
figure out if he's conscious at all. If he's not, she'll get some of the firefighters to help move him
Okay.
after
so you're
hopefully
checking
checking to see that he can be moved.
Okay. So you're checking on the actual drivers of the ambulance.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a first aid check for me. Jennifer, what are you doing?
I'm just assisting with the gurneys and
Okay.
Just checking in on Kirk when I can.
Go ahead and make a spot listen check for me as well.
Okay, that's gonna be 1 degree of failure.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and buy that off of you.
Okay.
You glance behind
Mhm.
and you look past Kirk and you almost
I'm looking.
I'm looking. You almost don't see it as a figure comes out of the woods. Also, I find it very interesting.
Whoa.
Spooky.
So, you see as a figure comes through, and I'm
gonna alert Kirk immediately.
okay. Kirk, you see as you turn as Jennifer yells at you, and you hear finally now above the wind as just as the thing starts to reach out towards you and swipe at you, and you see the very same figure that Chelsea saw earlier, white eyes, bloody. Took a while for it to get here. Your car is much faster than it is. And we're going to enter what is considered the combat stage now.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I had 1 degree of success on my first aid check, by the way.
Okay. We will come back. So everybody will be doing their turn in sequence, but I will act on that first after we get the intent out. So combat's really interesting in Outbreak Undead. So what you do is you're going to state what your intent is, and then we will enter the check phase where you will make your rolls, and then we will resolve any degrees of failure that you may have, and then we will move on to the next roll. So starting from the top of the round, I'm going to just go in the order that you guys are in on my screen. Kirk, what is your intent for the round?
So obviously this figure looks hostile to me, I would assume, right, at this point. Like, he is going to attack me.
Yes.
Okay. So then Kirk is going to, his intentions would be to attack him before he attacks me. So I guess Kirk would probably still have the flashlight on him, just like it was in his hoodie pocket, and he's gonna
Hoodie pocket.
Yeah, hoodie pocket. He's gonna whip it out. He's gonna
You all are children. All right, are you gonna try to hit it?
Yeah, he's gonna try to knock it over the noggin.
Okay. That is gonna put you with 2 speed dice. So you'll roll those here in a minute. And then we'll roll and then also roll your percentage for bludgeoning. For your melee bludgeoning attack, and we'll see if that hits. Jennifer, what are you doing?
Jennifer is going into survival mode and is going to try to get to the back of the car to get out the hunting knife.
Awesome. Are you doing anything else or just trying to get that out?
I don't quite understand
You can take
where the bounds of, like, because I know the more I'm trying to do, the harder it is, right?
Yes, so you'll get more speed dice or more difficulty dice depending on your action. So you can do as many things as you want, but once you reach a threshold of 24 on your speed dice in total, which also do again explode on 6s, if you hit that threshold, you freeze and you don't take your turn. So right now you're just going to be, since you're just moving, and if you're trying to get the trunk open, you're probably going to be at 2 speed dice. But you're welcome to try to do something else if you'd like to, but you don't have to.
I would probably want to get to the trunk, open it, and try to actually grab the knife and have it in hand.
Okay, that'll still be 2 speed dice. I was kind of counting that all in your initial getting of the knife. Cool.
Okay.
All right, so that's your intent. Chelsea, what's your intent? I'm going to resolve your initial success there. So you check in. One of them is still bleeding, breathing. They're both bleeding from the head. But you see, as you're kind of looking over the one in the passenger seat, you do see the faintest mark on its on his arm, on his forearm, that looks like he was almost bitten by something, and it looks like it did protrude on the skin.
On the ambulance driver or the sedan driver?
The ambulance driver, the passenger on the ambulance driver side.
Cool.
So, breathing as far as you can tell, but losing blood and has something on him.
Cool. The extent of what Chelsea knows right now, and this will provide context for her decisions, is that there is cannibalism going around, and this man has a bite mark. She's assuming that it was fucking recent, and there is a cannibal around. I think not a lot she can do for him right now, especially if the fucking cannibal is back. So I think her intent for this round is to back the fuck away and get into a safe spot where she can see if anything's coming.
Okay. Can you point out where that safe spot would be for me?
Yes. Probably... Honestly, probably back where their car was.
So, like...
I'm trying to find how to...
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like right
So that'll
there.
put... Since you're just moving, that'll be 1 speed dice. Rowan, what are you doing?
I want to check the driver of the sedan, see if they can safely be moved, and see if I can carefully move them out. So at least they're not so stuck in the car.
Sure. The thing about being drunk and driving is that you are often more resilient in accidents. Scraped up, but is okay. You're able to kind of move them out of the way, no problem. So that'll be 2 speed dice because you're physically moving somebody. You're also injured, so that
Yeah.
it's I'm actually going to say for both of you who are injured, that's going to add a difficulty dice to your roll. So go ahead and roll your speed dice and your initial check. So percentiles, if you're just moving, you don't need to worry about that.
What is the check that we're trying to make?
So for Jennifer, I would say you're just moving, so just roll your speed dice.
Okay.
And same thing with Chelsea, since you're just moving, roll your speed dice. Kirk and Rowan, feel free. You're going to do a lift and pull check, Rowan, and you're going to do a melee bludgeoning attack, Kirk.
Okay, so I'm doing lift pull.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you get on your speed dice? That's the first thing that we need to resolve. 3?
Okay, hold on.
Kirk,
You know what? I got a 6, which means it explodes, right? I roll again.
Correct.
Oh,
Kirk-
that exploded too?
I think I'm still just trying to understand speed dice and such.
So
that's-
roll 2d6.
I got one that exploded.
Oh no.
Kirk rolled an 8 for speed dice.
Okay.
16.
16. Chelsea, you had a 3.
Yes.
I got a 13.
Okay. I'm rolling for the firefighters as well. Okay. All right. So we're going to resolve in the order that those speed dice happen. So Chelsea, you are able to run over to the car. Kirk, the person is going to take a swipe at you as they rolled a 5 on their speed check. They fucking missed so bad. I don't even need to look at their stats. You see as he just goes and like tries to reach in and try to grab at you, and just you completely like are able to kind of shimmy your way out of the way, Cuban shuffle, if you will, and many degrees of failure on that one. Cool. So you actually see as it does, it kind of like stumbles a little bit and it falls forward. It doesn't fall over necessarily, but it does kind of go past you a little bit. So he's gonna move this way, but immediately turns on his heel back towards you. Jennifer, you had a 16?
Mm-hmm.
And you had a 13, Rowan?
Yep.
Okay. So the firefighters are actually going to, I should probably get them little tokens too. We'll give them actual tokens because they're people.
They
Did I-
Our people.
Did Kirk not get to go? Or
You had I'm sorry, you had an 8, right?
yeah.
Thank you. Yep, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I already rolled the hit was neutral.
Okay.
Melee bludgeoning.
So you get 1 damage. You always get a damage even if you roll neutral.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and make an attack.
What is it?
So it'll be your red dice and it'll be 1d6.
Hopefully you roll a 6.
You might actually make sure to add your bludgeon damage too on your training value bonuses. It's the second.
I don't have anything.
Do you not?
No, you said I didn't, because even though because I'm only trained in athletic gear.
What the hell? Go ahead and add a bonus. Add your athletic gear bonus, which is 2. Because I assume
3, actually.
Okay.
Then that would be a 5.
Okay. Noted. Nice. Good hit. Good form. So you take a swipe at it, and you just see it kind of like jolt back as it and like, but its eyes still just blank stare are staring at you. The firefighters are gonna run up and take a quick swipe at it if I don't lose my dice in the process. You see one of them is oh shit. Okay, he rolled really well actually. He takes he had what looks to be like a fire axe on his back, and he just kind of takes a swing at it. He is going to roll. And he just goes, and it carves right into the neck. You see is the creature, he like pulls it out, and the creature kind of again stumbles back, but reaches forward for him as it does. The other firefighter is staying near where Jennifer is. Rowan, you what was your lift and pull check?
Sorry. Ooh, woo-hoo-hoo. Wait, I think that does it. Let's pull. It is a degree of success.
Awesome. So
Yes.
you don't move the car, but you do move. You do
I break my
move.
ankle further.
You're able to pull this driver out, and you actually get a better view as you see the older couple that had been walking down the road to see what was going on has actually made their way. I'm just going to keep them as one circle, but they have actually made their way down here at this point and are kind of seeing what's going on. Jennifer, which way are you going? Are you going this way? Are you going this way?
I am going this way.
Okay. So
What's my plan?
you dart around, you get to the trunk, you pop it open, no problem. You get out a knife and you have a knife.
Let's go.
A knife.
No. All right. So now the next round starts. So what is everybody's intent for this round?
I want to get next to Oopsie. I want to get next to Kirk so that I can try to stab the scary guy.
Okay. Kirk, what is your intent?
Just to whack that dude again.
Whack him.
Whack him. Actually, for the funsies, what if I tried tripping this creature and then trying to whack him?
Okay.
Like try to get him to fall on the ground.
Sure. Give me a second. You are going to roll. Which foot are you using to trip him?
Not the well.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
You're kind of put yourself in.
Maybe I don't trip him. Because I realize now that that's probably not a great idea. I forgot I have a broken foot. He'll just try to whack him again.
Okay. So you're playing whack-a-mole. Chelsea, what are you getting, Jennifer, you're getting up and you're trying to stab, is that correct?
Yeah, I want to get up
Okay.
to the creature and
Okay.
stab.
Two speed dice. Sorry, I forgot to say that before. Kirk, you're going to be at 2 speed dice again. You still have that difficulty die. Chelsea, what are you doing?
Chelsea wants to get in the car, shout at her friends to get the fuck out of the way, and hit this motherfucker. She's
Okay.
not strong, but she can drive.
She's so brave. She runs over. Hey. She slams into a zombie.
I'd like to emphasize once again, shouts at her friends to move the fuck out of the way. She will not run them over.
All right, so you
GTFO.
that's going to be 3. Are you actively trying to run them over? Are you holding until your friends get out of the way? If you hold
until they get
you
out of the way.
So if you make a successful hold check, you will get an extra degree of success on your next attempt to do something.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say she was holding anyway. Just she's not stupid. She's not gonna hit her friends just to kill the cannibal.
You know. All
'Cause
right.
that's what it is.
And last but certainly not least, Rowan, what are you doing?
Okay. Sedan driver, what, like, are they standing on their own? Standing okay?
You had to drag them. They're still kind of dazed and confused.
Okay.
But they look a little bit like just out of it in general.
Okay. I think Rowan was so focused on that I don't think they realized what was happening, like, because also the ambulance, just where they were, they couldn't see very well, and there was already so much chaos.
Sure.
I think they're in their mind like, okay, I'm gonna get one of the fire people. They're gonna go over to try to get fire department and call out to the old couple, like, go back to your, go away, go. I think they're just, once they see the scene, I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything else. They're just like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay. So
And
you're trying to convince the older couple to leave.
I guess so, yes.
Okay. So you're gonna have 1 speed dice, and you're also going to make a diplomacy check to. Are you trying to be intimidating, or are you trying to just be like, please leave?
Let's see. So I don't think I actually explicitly stated it yet, but Rowan is autistic. So I think in their mind, they thought they were being persuasive, but honestly, I think it's going to come out more as an intimidate. I mean,
Okay.
it's going to be the same number regardless, but I think it's going to accidentally come out as an intimidate because they don't realize the tone they're using might be perceived as very angry and aggressive by, neurotypicals.
Okay, awesome. So you're gonna make a command check. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit just so I can go over everybody. You're making another melee bludgeoning with your difficulty dice. Jennifer, you're going to make a melee. You can choose if you're trying to slash or if you're trying to stab. Which would you prefer to do?
Let me look. They're all the same.
Okay.
Well, which one's stab?
Piercing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so they're all the same. So we'll go for a stab. We'll try to do some stabby.
In case you didn't know what piercing damage was, Devon.
Oh yes. Can you please explain it to me?
And then Chelsea, you are getting in the car, and you're gonna hold. So roll to hold, and you shout to your friends. Okay, lovely. All right, so you have 3 degrees of failure. Roll your speed dice. Everybody roll your speed dice. You're gonna have 2 Chelsea. You're gonna have 2 Jennifer, 2 Kirk, 1 Rowan.
17.
17. Okay.
6.
Nice.
Uno.
You got 1? Oh my god. And what were
9.
9?
9? Wait, you rolled a 6, Liz? Doesn't that explode?
No, it was
Oh.
6 in total. I had a 1 and a 5.
Okay, I was worried for a moment there. I'm like, oh no.
Okay.
No.
So starting off with Rowan, you are yelling at this elderly couple to just go, get out. what
Get
do you
the
say?
fuck away from get the fuck away from this area, I think is how it comes out
Okay.
from them.
Okay. You see the woman
That's
kind
how
of
I would probably
look at you, a little confused.
You said this is command.
Yep, make a command check.
It is not very high, y'all.
Nothing can go wrong.
That is 1 degree of failure.
A failure? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I just come off as an asshole.
You see as the woman looks at you and just like rolls her eyes as she starts to walk past you with her husband, and they're more concerned about what is happening here than they are with you right now. They honestly, if I'm being completely honest, they probably think you were probably in the sedan. So like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you crash into an ambulance? So they're moving past and they're trying to get to the firefighters or to the EMTs to see if one, they can help, or two, what's going on. You guys are gonna have to help me with the order. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let, was it 6 next? Was Kirk?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Kirk, you tied with the firefighters, but I'm gonna let you go first. So make that attack roll, my guy.
Okay. Oh, it is, hold on. I do believe that is 2 degrees of success.
Let's go. That's two damage die you get to roll.
Oh shit. Wait, let me double check and make sure.
I'm
Because
gonna
I'm
roll
math.
for this. I'm gonna roll for the structural integrity of your flashlight.
Oh yeah, no, it's 2
Okay.
Oh, wait. One of them was a 6, so it explodes.
Oh shit.
So 5 plus 3 plus 2, so 10.
10. All right. So Kirk, you, much to your flashlight's dismay, you do bludgeon the absolute shit out of this thing. So you take it bulb side down and you just smack it right into the cranium, and you hear as the of the flashlight glass shatters, and there's just like a dent in the head of this thing. But if its eyes could roll back, it would. But you see as it crumples to the ground in front of you. Jennifer, as you are running up, you see Kirk take this thing out. I'm going to let you change your intent because your turn would have been stabbing the thing, but it got taken out. So go ahead and change your intent.
I'm gonna try to I'll get under Kirk to support him with his broken foot and try to have him hop away from this thing, because I don't know if this shit's contagious. I don't know if it's an airborne pathogen.
Sure.
I don't know what we're dealing with. Maybe it's saliva. I don't know. We're getting out of here.
Cool. Make a lift and pull check for me.
Oh boy, that's the thing I'm really good at. Just kidding, I'm not.
If Reed were alive, he'd beg to differ.
2 degrees of failure.
Okay.
Now I know there's the option to sell them, but what is the other thing I could take on that as risk?
So I can buy them from you for risk, and you can mitigate them. You can also ask one of your fellow people to use their competence points. I believe, do you have 1 left, or did you spend it? Because I know you spent 1 earlier.
Me? I have 0.
Okay.
I have 3 still, so I'm happy to give you some.
So
Let's
if you
make this a neutral.
Okay. So you do that. You're able to, with the momentum of Kirk kind of being shocked of taking down this cannibal, you are able to kind of get him out of the way. I'm gonna take that dude off. The firefighter just looks impressed with you two. You see as he turns around and it starts to run back over here now that the threat has been taken care of. He kind of shouts out to you guys before he does run. He goes, "You good? You good? Good? Cool." Doesn't wait for your response. Runs.
Just ah!
Chelsea, your intent, you were going to hit it. I'm going to let you switch it. You are still behind the wheel. You said you had 3 degrees of failure.
On my hold, yes.
Okay. So, my love, you do jump the gun a little bit. I'm going to let you try.
If you break a third person's leg.
She's the one fixing it. It's fine.
All right. So, I'm going to have you make a pilot check.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was gonna be so good.
No.
It's hard to read them. Oh, that's not a good number. What is my pilot? It can't be great. Is pilot under basic or trained? Where is
expert.
it?
It's expert.
Oh, God.
Expert.
Yeah, you most likely have a 5% chance of
I
success.
do, and I rolled a 66.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to do math on that.
All right. So I'm not a total monster. I'm not going to completely leave you vehicleless. Would you like to use the rest of your competence points, or would you like me to buy these off of you?
Can you buy these off of me, please?
Yes, I can. So I will buy all 5 of them. You do jump the gun, but you catch it quickly, and you immediately hit the brake. And you kind of lurch the car. You get a little bit of like a whiplashy feel to it, but you're able to not crash the car into the fire truck right ahead of you. So awesome. Rowan, that's the end of the round, I believe. Awesome. Okay, so as so things calm down for a moment as you guys are starting to kind of get back on your feet, and you all sort of take a breather for a moment. Are you, Kirk and Jennifer, are you guys getting back into the car, or are you just kind of waiting?
Well, I'm trying to assess the situation. Like, what exactly is going on now?
So you watch the body fall to the ground. The firefighters check to make sure, or rather, one of the firefighters checks to make sure that the guys are okay. Over here, I should probably do 2 of these. Copy, paste. Whoa, the magic of Control V. So this one right here is checking to make sure that the guys are okay. This guy checks in on his partner, make sure he's good. He starts to run over here to check in. The older couple starts to complain to the firefighters, being like, what is going on? What the heck happened? Why is the building on fire? Are the McIntyres okay? This dude over here is clearly responsible, pointing at Rowan.
I don't even have a license.
You hear the older woman, driving without a license is a
It's a crime.
And he yelled at me, and he was just like going off, and the firefighter is just trying to calm her down, because they did see that you were over here already, and just like, man, it's okay, we got the situation handled, the fire's out, we're going to see. And then all of a sudden you just hear as 2 hands hit the side of the window. Rowan, you see it directly in front of you as the EMT who Jennifer had previously checked in on, and thank God shut the door, because I'm going to give you enough common sense to do that, aren't hands up against the window, and is just kind of smacking at the noise. Eyes rolled back very similarly to the other one that you guys just saw. As this happens, you hear Jennifer, Kirk, and Chelsea make a spot listen check for me.
Probably a maximum failure. Let me check. Yeah, 5 down.
Okay.
I'm
One.
not listening.
1 failure.
Okay.
Also, 1 failure. I would like to use 2 competence points to turn that into 1 success.
Okay, awesome. So, Jennifer, you and Kirk are kind of getting
Preoccupied.
You're getting preoccupied, kind of trying to get yourselves oriented correctly. Give me 1 second. So you're getting reoriented and everything like that, trying to make sure that Kirk didn't get too hurt. You, forgive me if I'm wrong, but Jennifer, I feel like would probably be a little impressed with Kirk considering.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So you guys kind of get back to are kind of chatting and everything like that. Chelsea, you turn and you see as the gurney, the male who was in the gurney starts to twitch a little bit. And because they had just gotten him into the EMT and hadn't quite strapped him down yet, you see him just sit up for a moment as the firefighter, his partner, kind of looks over to his other partner as they're talking to the older couple and just takes a chunk out of his neck. You see as a spurt of blood just like off to the side, and he yells out. And panic sets in. Rowan, I'm going to give you an action because you watched all of this go down. What are you doing?
I think Rowan immediately is forgetting about, the drunk guy and all this, and they're going to try to ignore the pain in their ankle as they are going to run to their other friends. Just like, we gotta go.
Okay, make a resist pain check.
Oh boy.
Oh no, buddy.
Oh no.
What is it?
Hold on, let me double check. Oh, that is
no.
5 degrees.
All right.
I'm laughing because I'm scared.
All right.
I have 1 competence point left. It's all yours.
I don't think that's gonna help. I'll just take the failure, honestly.
Okay. You aggravate your wound, you get to the car. You aggravate the fuck out of your wound.
Because I don't like speed walk. I went into full
I'm gonna
run.
say that adrenaline has kicked in as you are speed walking to the car, putting more weight on your foot. You're gonna feel it later than you probably should. Yelling to your friends, Jennifer, Kirk. You guys, your heads snap up as you hear Rowan yelling, and
eyes wide. Like this is not a look that you've really seen on their face before.
You see the person in the gurney sitting up and just like gnawing into this firefighter's neck, blood pouring out, him crying out as your senses kind of come back to you. Rowan yelling at you two, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car, and Chelsea's eyes just wide in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna like throw Kirk into the back seat with me so that Rowan can get into the front. It's a little bit closer, and Chelsea can take us away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to hop in.
You sustain 3 damage, which does not put you over your threshold, so you are fine. But if you do more damage, you will. You guys all pile into the car. Chelsea, you, I assume you floor it.
I go where up the road where that car came from. If I can get around that wreck,
Sure.
I'd
So
like
you
try to go that way.
there is a little bit of a tree branch in the way towards the parking lot-esque area, but you I'm assuming Kirk put his chains on, or the things
Snow
on the
chains?
tires.
Yep.
Thank you. Earlier. So yeah, you're able to kind of plow through the snow a little bit over on the specific area over to where the fire truck is, and just barely get a little bit scraped on the bottom of the car, but you're able to kind of push past the sedan as you all speed forward. Are you hitting the gas, or are you trying to take it carefully?
I think she takes it carefully, and then once we get around those cars, we're getting the fuck out of there.
Okay.
I'm
Go
going
ahead
to the
and
oh Jesus handle.
give me one more hold check.
Oh, that's not bad. Hold.
Hodl.
I have to do math.
Oh.
Okay, that is 1 success.
Awesome. You're able to keep the car on the road. You kind of move past the icy patches, no problem. Everybody, you just have a breather. And I remember we rolled for this specifically. You actually still have about over half of a tank of gas still in the car. And that is where we're going to end tonight. And you all speeding off into the sunset. And sunset, I mean sunrise.
Sunrise.
Sunset.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This is amazing. My players are awesome. You guys did so good. And thank you for being so patient. I know that sometimes things take a little bit longer. But before we head off, we're going to do our giveaway, which is super awesome. I'm super excited. Go ahead and if you haven't entered, go ahead and enter now. You have 10 seconds to do so. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1.
2 3/4.
And it's closed. If you didn't get into that one, it's okay. You'll be into the next one. We will be giving away a set of dice every game, so be sure to tune back in if you don't win tonight, and make sure to tune in because our players are awesome and we're going to have super fun time next time. So if our lovely producer would like to do the drawing for us, that would be awesome.
Did the audience actually hear that?
What the drum?
Well done. Now they should be able to.
Okay, now everybody can hear.
So we're going to announce the winner of the drawing. And the winner is, please provide the drum roll. Man, come on. Yeah.
It's such a scary voice.
It's like
Congratulations to oh man, come on.
it's just zombie Morgan Freeman is what
Morgan Freeman decided to come and listen to your zombie jam.
Who is it, Morgan?
I'm
Zombie
trying
Morgan
to find out. It tells me a winner has been picked, but then it doesn't tell me. You know what? We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. I have a D3 on my cast with everything else that just followed. Hold on, everyone. This was meant to be a bit for 2 seconds, and it's really thrown out. Number 2. Number 2 is the Lost Ugly Kobold.
Hey!
Congratulations.
You are the winner of the Winter Court dice set. We will message you and get your information and get this sent out to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys again so much for watching. We will be here next week, which will be Thursday the 12th, because it's Friday the 13th next week at 6 p.m.
Hello, everyone.
Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully our giveaways will be working again. If you didn't win tonight, make sure to tune in next week so you can enter in. We haven't decided on our dice yet, but that's just another reason to come in and everything like that. So
It's a surprise even to us.
exactly. Without further ado, thank you guys again so much, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening. Mwah! Goodbye.